Super Chat. New channel member. Ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting live from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Welcome to the Point Blank Experience, where there's real talk from a point blank perspective. When it comes to Rod, there is no faith in shake. He only knows how to be one way, and that is 100% real. While you're enjoying the show, you may want to call or text a friend and invite them over, because we're about to have a whole lot of fun up in here. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, and let's get real, baby. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Point Blank Experience. Another busy day at the office, and your boy's ready to rock and roll, ready to have a good time. I have a special guest here tonight. I'm so happy to have this woman joining me tonight. I don't know you. And I'm about to bring myself on the screen, do a little intro, see what we got going on here. I want to thank everybody. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here with your boy Rod and Kaya tonight. And once again, I want to welcome you to the Point Blank Experience, ladies and gentlemen. And with all that being said, we got 7 real homies in the crib. I'm sure it's going to be more a little later, but we're going to get ready to kick this thing off. And let's see here. Without any further ado, welcome to the Point Blank Experience. I'm your host that sometimes does the most, and my name is Rod. And we have a simple concept here. You know, on my other channels, I got all these long, drawn-out introductions. It's just real talk from a point-blank perspective, baby. And I want to thank each and everybody. I see we got 9 real homies. Please do me a favor. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I am broadcasting from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Arlington, Texas, to be exact, home of the Dallas Cowboys. And if this is your first time here, your 31st time here, again, let me know where you're tuning in from. I do want to thank everybody that took time to come in here. I said that before we started. I'm going to pull these comments up. I can see they're already rocking and rolling. I got Kaya backstage. And speaking of having Kaya backstage, if you have a question for Kaya, please do me a favor. Proceed it with a purple heart. Purple heart is my new little symbol. I got that from Burns. She got a green heart. Your boy Rod got his purple heart. And the woman I'm about to bring to the stage, let me say something. I immediately fell in love with her after watching her first video. The first little bit of content I watched, and I think I attended a live stream. And after that, I asked, hey, would you like to be on the Point Blank Experience? She came back and said yes. And the rest is history. And I can tell you, I'm very confident that after y'all see and get to know just Kaya TV, I'm going to say that a couple of times, then I'm going to start just saying Kaya. Once you get to know her, I guarantee you're going to fall in her with love with her as well. Do me a favor. Don't do it right now. But after this live stream, if you feel like you like what you see, please go over, check out her videos, subscribe to her channel. She's been in the game for a minute. I'm going to let her tell y'all about that. And without any further ado, I'm going to make sure she's ready, because your boy is ready. I've been ready. I've been all on IG posting. I'm like, how many more posts could I do today? So I am excited. Kyle, you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? All right. She's ready. Coming to the stage, ladies and gentlemen. Please give a big welcome. I mean, a huge welcome to Kaya from Just Kaya TV. Thank you so much for being here, sister. How are you doing today? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm happy to be in the place.
You're not as happy as I am. First and foremost, I thank you before we started, but I'm going to thank you again publicly. You didn't have to do this, and I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come on. We're going to have a whole lot of fun in here tonight. We're going to get to know Kaya, and I've already told her, hey, if I ask a question, because I do a little digging now. I forgot to tell her in our little backstage pregame warm-up, I don't care about your credit. I don't get in your bank account, and I don't get in your bedroom. Anything else, I'm going to ask. But typically, it's something that I saw that you've already put out that maybe people haven't seen. So with that being said, I want to welcome you, Kaya, to the Points Blank Experience. Thank you so much for being here, sister. I appreciate you.
Thank you. The hardest working man in YouTube.
Man, I was
on 999 channels.
I was so funny. I was on a IG live with Trap Vision 3D, and he was like, "Yo, Points Blank Traveler here, PBT here. He got an interview coming up." He said, "Dude, this is the hardest working man." I love it. I enjoy it. And like I was telling you backstage, I love these interviews because it forces me to get to know someone I didn't know. And so far, I already liked and respected the person I'm going to interview, and it gives me a whole different like/love for him, and give me a whole different level of respect for him. And the same happened with you. So I appreciate that compliment. My daughter told me last night, I was talking to her because we have a new segment on this channel. She was like, "Daddy, I'm worried you're working too hard. Are you a robot?" I'm like, "No, I don't know if I am, but I don't know. They didn't tell me that." So
that went on your profile.
Yeah. It was crazy. So can you do me a favor?
Elder said I look beautiful. Thank you, Elder girl.
Hey, yeah, by the way, if you see comments that your boy is now, I'm the hardest working man on YouTube. I've been told I was a king of live stream, but I suck at comments. I'm telling you that. I'm terrible.
So hey, House of X.
If you see a comment before I do, House of X, I gotta holler at y'all. I got a question for y'all. Not now, but later on. I got a proposition for you. But anyway, if you see a comment that I ain't got to, please do what you're doing right now. Read it. Hey, I mean, there are no rules over here. I ain't all bougie and all that. You could be in the middle of answering a question. You be like, "Hey, girl. Hey, Tina, how you doing?" You know, hey, speak to them. Let them know. Hey, you see them.
I'm a little, what you call it? I got the God. When you can't think, when you're doing about 5 different things at one time, I can't even think. ADHD.
I got ADD or ADHD.
ADHD, yes.
I got it too.
I literally be like, "Oh, they just said something in the comment. Let me say something to them," and then I get on a tangent and forget. That's my.
I got it too. Don't feel bad. I got the same thing. I got something. I don't know what you call it. I got can't sit still syndrome, whatever. Can't sit still. I got ccSS. That's what I got. That's what I'm trying to call it. The can't sit still syndrome. I got C. That's what I'm gonna write that down. ccSS. Let me write that down.
ccSS. Can't sit still syndrome.
Yes, yeah, I remember that. I see that. I'm like, what was that? So do me a favor, Kaya. Can you tell everyone just a little bit, not too much now, because I'm about to get in your business. I ain't gonna lie, but can you tell everybody just a little something about you? I'm gonna give you the screen.
Oh, you gave me my whole screen by myself. Okay, I'm Kaya. My channel name is just Kaya TV. I've been on YouTube since March of 2019, so 3 years old plus. I am a single mom. I have 2 kids, a 17-year-old daughter and a 14-year-old son. And I describe my channel as I'm a YouTuber who loves to travel and cruise. I started off just doing little stuff, and now I just take everybody with me with whatever. I post 3 times a week, and I go live on every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. And I just like to have fun. If you ain't having fun, I'm not with it. I like to have fun. So that is me in a nutshell. And he probably gonna dig and answer any other questions, but that's me.
Oh, ain't no problem. I'm gonna warn you, ain't no problem. Oh, it ain't no problem. I am gonna dig.
Miss Lewis, she said #Team Kaya. That's my friend right there. Hey, girl.
Hey, I want to thank and I'm probably going to say that a couple times this live show. I want to thank any and everyone that is here to support Kaya. I know how it is. You're going on to a different live stream, a different channel. You're going to see that person's people. But when you have your own people that are backing you up, it's nothing like it. And hopefully, my wish, my prayer is after this is over, hopefully my people become Kaya's people. And I'm not too worried about Kaya's people becoming mine, but I hope one of the reasons I do these getting to know series is I want people that I feel like they need to be known. They're spreading a positive message, and Kaya's one of them. Again, I watched one video and one live. I got to have her on the show. So,
your favorite couple?
Your favorite couple? Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Do you know where they are right now, Kaya?
They on the cruise. They on the Mardi Gras.
Boy,
and they sent me a message because I went on the Mardi Gras, and she said that her husband basically said that I was right about the Mardi Gras, that it was an amazing ship. Yep. They on the cruise watching live.
And that means the world to me. I'm sure it means something to Kaya because they're on a cruise having fun. He didn't text me a couple different times how much fun they're having. So to have Shelton and Key from Your Favorite Couple, they are the president, the head of the Points Blank Network executive team, which is 4 channels and a podcast. A lot of stuff I run by. Matter of fact, Shelton told me not to ask you what your favorite cruise line was because he already knew the answer. He texted me a couple hours ago.
Yes. Hey, Anitra, that is my sister. I have 3 sisters. And
Lula is your sister?
Anitra Henderson.
Who is Lula? Because I've never seen Lula. Is that your sister?
Is no, she is one of my subscribers, and she has a channel herself. But no, Anitra Henderson, I was saying hey to her. That's my blood sister.
Anitra, thank you so much.
I had to say that because I got a lot of sisters.
How many blood sisters you got?
I got 3 sisters, but I'm saying I got a lot of sisters.
Oh, okay.
I call them my sisters.
I grew up in the South, so I know how. I got a lot of brothers that. Shelton, matter of fact, Shelton, he's from that. He's one of them. We're not blood, but that's my brother. That is my brother, you know. So
I see Meat and I in here sipping with Meat and I.
Oh, okay. We got 2 more members of the PBE, the Points Blank Network executive team in here. They're content creators. They just started the 2nd channel. We're gonna get into all that in a minute. Y'all, I got 8 pages of questions. That don't mean I'm gonna ask them all. I got 8 pages. Well, 7.5. That don't mean we're gonna ask them all. And I ain't trying to be like Steve Harvey or nobody, but I got a lot of questions. But when I sense that Kaya's getting tired because she already told me she's an early bird, we gonna raise up and get out of here. All right, now let me see. Now, let me go over here. I don't want to start with that one. One of the things I noticed while researching you and looking at your videos, you have 2 children. You have Michaela and CJ.
Yeah.
Michaela was messing me up because when I was doing the thumbnails and the promo, I'm like, okay, man, I had to go look. I'm like, is this Michaela? Is this
everybody say we look like sisters. Matter of fact, we go on cruises. They be like, mother, and I be like, yes, not sister, because I just look young.
Now you and you're gonna hear me say I'm gonna turn up the temperature as we go because I'm gonna start asking more intense questions.
In the hot seat.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say that. I won't make it nervous. You said you don't get nervous, not on here anyway. So where do you live right now? Where do you currently live?
I'm living I live near Birmingham, Alabama. I live in a small town called Hueytown. I call it Mayberry because it's small. The police department, the fire department, and the city hall is in one building. That's how you can tell that it's a small town.
Well, I grew up in a small town too.
We literally next to Birmingham, so I just tell people Birmingham because everybody know Birmingham.
Okay.
But I was born and raised in Birmingham, and then moved too far away.
Gotcha. Okay. And I see got Miss Anita Henderson here. So hi there, that's your sister. Now, one of the questions I have, and I always ask everybody so far because everybody come on here as a content creator, what made you start a YouTube channel? I mean, you got to be a special person to want to do all this work, be in front of a camera. Right now, I'm live and I'm chit-chatting with y'all, but in reality, I'm sitting here looking at a camera here and a screen here. What made you start a YouTube channel?
I started one because I was like, it's just too much craziness going on that I just need a channel. Like my life, certain stuff that happened to me that I'm like, this would be so funny if people actually saw this for real. And I wanted to start it years. Like if I had started when I actually wanted to start, I probably been on YouTube maybe 7 years. But I was so scared to do it. It's like I was so scared to hit that button and just do something. But that's why I started, because I was like, my life is funny. I do stuff. I travel. Somebody needs to see this. So that's why I started my channel.
Okay. And now I thought you were shy, but you say you're not. When you first
I know I said I'm shy more in person than I
okay,
am on the camera. When the camera come on, in the words of my friend Angel, I'm gonna give the people what they came here for.
that's how
Because
I feel. That's how
and
I feel.
before I say in year one, if you had to try to interview me, I probably been too scared to do it. But now that it's year three, I am. This is what we do. I look at a camera all day and talk to my camera, and the camera is it's my friend. I talk to it. I tell it my problems. Some of it get posted, some of it don't. But I'm very comfortable. Now, if you meet me in person, I will talk to you and stuff like that. But I say I'm more reserved to new people. Like if I met you, we probably be like kicking it, cool. But somebody new that I don't know too tough, I read energy first before I move forward. That's me.
Gotcha, gotcha. And I want to thank all the real homies that's in the crib tonight, House of X, content creator. Hey, any content creator here, do me a favor if you can. Put hashtag content creator in just in one of your comments. That way, people that are in here that may not have ever heard of House of X Entertainment, Once in a Leo, or Wellness with Frugal Mama, or Work to Live, Not Live to Work, or Your Favorite Couple, or Meet and I, then they may be, by the time you get to the comment, they'll be like, hey, they're a content creator. Let me go check them out. They may like your name. You never know. And there's some heavy hitters in here. I haven't seen all the comments yet, but please do that. So now you said, you're not shy and it wasn't a problem getting in front of the camera. That's all cool and stuff. Now, other than YouTube, what do you do for a living? What do you do when
I
you're not
work
recording
at
three
a
times?
hospital. I work for a hospital. I am a authorization specialist for the GI department. That's a long way of saying that I put out fires.
You put out fires?
You know how people say I put out fires? It's a reference. I really honestly, I answer emails all day and call insurance companies. That's what I do in my for my job, and I work at home because COVID pushed us at home, and they know that we can work better at home than we do in the office. So I've been at home since the end of March of 2020. And that's probably why I'm more comfortable in front of the camera too, because I don't have nobody to talk to.
Oh, don't do it. Don't make me do it. Because
You know how you have like your co-workers and stuff, and I miss that, but I don't, because I don't miss getting out of bed and driving in traffic.
Somebody said, a lot of people said, Rod, you should do this full time. You got a lot going on. Matter of fact, I spoke to a church via Zoom in Philadelphia a couple of weeks ago. I'm getting out work and I get a phone call. I chose not to answer because I wanted to come get ready for this. And once I got in the car, I called and got back. But he texted me. He was like, man, hey, Bright Hope Baptist Church wants you back. That's one of the most, if not the most prominent black church in Philadelphia. They want you back to do another Zoom seminar. And I'm like, wow.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, as much as I'm getting more and more popular, I couldn't quit my job because I ain't gonna lie. I just go there to have people to talk to. I ain't gonna lie. That's the only reason I go. Like, hey, man, I need some company, man.
Travel.
Who?
Together We Travel. You ever heard of them? They're content creators too.
Man, I can't wait to get through all the coming because I'm sure you're bringing a lot of the cruise community out.
Up with the Griffins in here.
Yeah, they're part of my executive team, part of the alliance as well. Now, I'm getting ready to turn the heat up a little bit. I'm going to turn it up quicker than I normally would.
Okay.
And only because we got a nice little crowd in here. And I want to, and before I get into that, now you like cruising. You like cruising, right? Because I see your cruise buddies in here.
Yes.
You did a solo cruise out of New Orleans. How was that? How was it going on a cruise by yourself?
It was semi-solo. I'm putting quotations. And I'm gonna tell you why it's semi-solo. So my friend and her husband, I actually dabble in the travel agent world. I'm not full-time travel agent, but I can book you a cruise on Carnival. I can book you some on Disney. I've got my training for them, and I can do you all-inclusive with certain places. So, that's my other niche. But my friend and her husband wanted to go on a cruise for their anniversary. But she was like, how about y'all come with me, me and our friend? And I'm like, I can't do, come on your anniversary. But the deal was so amazing that I was like, you know what, I'm going to go too. And my friend, she canceled the day before we left. She was like, well, I feel like she was trying to get out of it anyway. but she did everything she could and she canceled. So I ended up going alone with them, but I let them have their time, and I was there. And I actually went to New Orleans by myself. I went the day before and stayed at a hotel by myself, and I loved it. I need to do a solo cruise, like for real, because I had a good time.
Did you meet a lot of people? I mean, being by yourself, because you ain't
Yeah,
got to worry about entertaining nobody
I
else.
actually met some people who knew me from YouTube on the yes.
You for
They
real?
found me. They knew that I was coming from me telling people, and they found me and was like, "You Kaya." And they literally I put them on camera. Look, if you gonna come up to me, I'm gonna ask you, can you want to be on camera? And I put them on camera, but they found me, and I actually met a lot of people because it seemed like when you solo, people want to talk to you more.
Okay, so you need to tell you telling me I need to go by myself where I'm going next.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that's my dream, man. I don't. I mean, I get a lot of super chats on Points Blank Travel, but I just want to go to Kroger up the street from my house and somebody say, "Hey, you that dude on YouTube talking about credit?" It's yet. I was just talking to my daughter about that. Like, I was talking to somebody else. I'm like, I meet people all the time that know them. House of X was in a New York at a YouTube after party or
I
something,
saw that. I was jealous.
and a person that I know recognized them from my channel. I'm like, this is. I
Wow.
ain't gonna lie. I was like a big old baby. I'm like almost sucking my thumb or passing. I'm like, wow, this hasn't happened to me yet.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy when people walk up to you. Can I give you a story? I like to give story times. That's
You
why I
know
do
what?
my life.
This is your time. You say whatever you want to say, do whatever you want to do. Matter of fact, you want to give a story, I'm gonna give you the screen by yourself. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be right
No,
here.
you can stay. You can stay. You can
Okay,
stay. Okay, I'm gonna give you a story. This is the most memorable that I've ever remembered somebody recognizing me. So, I told you I work for the hospital and I
uh-huh.
call insurance companies. So I'm doing my little job. I'm calling this company and I said, like, and it's not, we have an insurance company here local that maybe somebody could recognize my voice because we local. This
Uh-huh.
was somewhere in wherever, insurance company. And so I'm like, hey, I need to see if I can get this patient authorized for their surgery that they have and blah, blah. And we go through our whole spiel, do everything. And before we got off, she said, "Can I ask you a question?" And I was like, "Sure." She said, "Do you do YouTube?" And I'm like, "Yes." She was like, "Oh my God, Kai, it's you." It was like, "It's you. I knew your voice." And I'm like, over the phone? Like I can recognize people's faces, but over the phone, and that was literally made my whole life. My whole life. I told it on, like afterwards I did a video, I talked about it, but that's gonna stick with me forever. She was like,
That
I want to be unprofessional. I'm like, girl, you just made my life.
that is amazing. I'm telling you, I'm longing for that. I just want somebody. I don't care. I'm to the point. I don't care if it's a 6-year-old. I don't care.
But you know what? People who are more so, and I think that probably was a rare occasion, but people who like me who are like do cruises and stuff like that, and vlog on cruises, we get recognized more because if you put it on there, like I'm like everybody know that I'm going on a group cruise. I'm going on Edna's group cruise next month. Me, House of Eggs, Angel, a lot of us going on this cruise. So that cruise, people gonna be running up to us, and I'm not saying that we like the best of the best, but they know us and they are going on this cruise because we going. And some people will see because I got like it's a app on your phone. It's almost like Facebook or Instagram for cruising. It's called Shipmates. Some people follow you on Shipmates, and on Shipmates, I'm showing the thing like you can see it. But on Shipmates, it's gonna show all your cruises. You can't see it.
I can
It's
see it. I can see it right now. Well, put your
all,
hand back up there. I can see it. Put your. Yep, we can see it
it's
now.
so all your cruises that you got lined up, all the ones you've been on. And so if anybody follow you, they know where you're going. They know what cruise you're going on.
Wow. Hey, let me show a couple people love because they showing you love. I just want to, make sure you see it. Um, First and foremost, if I went Etta said a Points Bank Experience and just Kai TV, good evening, hello Alliance, which is the executive team of Points Blank Network and chat. And then we got Miss L. Do you know Mrs. L. Lewis?
Yes.
Okay, from Louisiana. Thank you, sister, for being in here.
My sub.
If I were Etta said, Kai, you look beautiful. Thank you so much, Etta. Etta's a sweetheart, always supporting people. And it's a lot of and then hey, Etta, can you remind me what C? I told you I was gonna forget. I wrote it down, but I can't remember the third.
You can't stay still.
Well, it was
can't stay still.
Can't stay still. Can't stay still. That's what it is. Can't stay still. Y'all let me write that down. Y'all give me a half. They ain't gonna take me a second.
Oh Lord, I see my old church member in here. Hey Marietta, how are you, girl?
No, it ain't. It still ain't. They ain't even two.
She got her own church now.
She do. We got a pastor now.
Uh-huh.
Well, I got to get to that one. Hey, okay. Mrs. L. Lewis said Team Kaya, Etta team, and I love to see that Team Kaya, man. And I love when I see support. We got Sipping with Meat and I, part of the PBT executive team. I keep saying PBT. I'm on the Points Blank PBE executive team. What's up, PBE? What's up, Kai? Peace to the chat. Much love. And that is their new channel. Make sure y'all check out. Speaking of Meat and I, have you heard about the Meat and I cruise?
I have heard about it. I need to look into it. I got to get through.
Here, let me help you look into it before you look into it. It's going to be a whole lot of content creators. And y'all, speaking of content creators, and a whole lot, I may have a surprise. I've been kind of holding it in because I wasn't sure. Just because Kai is on here, I kind of mentioned something to Edna the other day and meeting. I may have a surprise. I'm going to determine. Yeah, I wrote it. I'm going to determine whether I want to elaborate on that in a minute.
Okay.
So I learned something today. Your birthday is next month in August, correct?
Mm-hmm. August 23rd. I'm a Virgo.
You was rolling until you said that.
Virgos are the sweetest people alive.
I know some Virgos. My birthday is August 9th. I got so excited when you said your birthday was in August, and I was like, maybe it's close to mine. And then I saw you said August 23rd. Okay, well, I'm sure I'll get a chance to tell you. I'll put it on my calendar and definitely reach out and tell you happy birthday. Are you doing anything special for your birthday? Any cruises or anything?
No, not right. I mean, I'm doing this group cruise, and it's so close. It's kind of close to my birthday. I told my kids I just want to check in a hotel and go to a spa because I need to be left alone.
Hey, House of X, if you're still in here, I haven't seen Edna yet. And this is going to be a surprise to Kaya as well. House of X, if you're still in here, just let me know. Put HOX on here. They in there?
They wrote at 8:14 and it's 8:15, so they in here.
All right, let me make sure because I'm gonna make this announcement. I'm gonna jump to and I see YFC is in here. Ooh, Lord, these comments are bananas.
Let's see what Edna doing.
And House of X, you just at 8:14. You're welcome. Let me know if you're still in here, and if Edna. Yeah, if you can get in touch with her, that'd be great. I don't want to make this the focus. I'm gonna get back to this thing, but I'm gonna make a special announcement. Nobody knows, and I'm still working out some stuff. But oh my goodness! And while you get in touch with Edna, hopefully you can multitask because I'm gonna ask you another question. Nothing too tough. Do you have any pet peeves?
I'm trying to think if I got any pet peeves that
Oh, come on, everybody got some pet peeves. Now I can name 5 right off the bat.
God, I can't even think right now.
Well, keep on getting in touch with it. Now it
ain't even about getting in touch. I can't even think right now.
Well, don't worry. Maybe somebody will reach out to Edna. Now, I've heard you say a couple of times. Now we're turning up the heat. Now you're a single mother.
Mm-hmm.
First, before I ask this question, let me proceed by saying I've met even my oldest daughter, her mom. We had her at a early age. Her mom was young, and I think that was my first experience. It amazes me how strong women are, even the ones that may not be ready. When they have a child, everything changes and they adapt to the change, and it blows my mind. I get chills talking about it. I should have wore a short sleeve shirt so I can show y'all. But what were you have 2 kids? You have CJ, you have Michaela. What were your early stages of motherhood like? Were they different? I don't know what age you were. That doesn't matter. But was it?
Oh, I don't care. I'll tell my age. My story is an open book.
Okay, well, Miss Open Book, we're in chapter 1. What was your early stages of motherhood like? And since you offer, how old were you when you had your first child?
I was 19 and I turned 20 a couple of months afterwards, because I go off her birthday for my age, which sounds so crazy. But I had my daughter, like, I had just graduated from high school, and had her, and I actually ended up being in this program for young mothers who needed somewhere to stay, and I still work with them. Well, not since COVID, because COVID messed everything up, but I still was volunteering with them up until 2019, like mentoring girls and stuff like that. But in the early stages, I was very determined. I knew that I was young, and I knew that I wasn't finna have no baby at my mom's house. So I figured it out, found what I need to find, and I got it together. And that's how I've been all throughout motherhood. Like, Christmas come, I might not have the money for it, but I figured it out and got them Christmas. Now I'm in a better position to where I'm more comfortable and can do what I need to do. But in the beginning, it was a whole mess. A matter of fact, Michaela might have been like 3, and CJ she might have been like 2.5 or something like that. And CJ was still a baby. I went back to school, and I would come up there, and my teacher would let me come in the afternoon to study and do what I need to do. And I would bring my kids with me. And I went back to school and got my degree in broadcasting. And I needed like so much time, and I was like, give me as many classes as I can so I can get out of here quickly. And I graduated within a year and a half, walk across stage with my kids. So
you had them. You physically had them with you when you walked.
No, I didn't physically walk. I didn't physically walk.
I was gonna say that's pretty cool, man. So
if they would have let me, I would have. But I never. I'm one of the people who, I'm not gonna hide from my past. My past is what happened, and that's what makes who I am today. So if anybody asks me, I'm gonna tell you what I went through and what you don't need to go through.
This was your first year of high school when you had your daughter, right?
No, Edna.
Edna's okay. Your first year of high school, college.
No, not first year. First year of college, yes.
Of college.
Mm-hmm.
So, ladies and gentlemen, man, let's. I listen very well, especially during these. I don't just ask the questions for the crowd. I want to know myself. So, right there, this woman just said she had 2 kids and she still made it through college, and she had her 2 kids. Contrary to Rod thinking they walked across the stage with her, they were there at the ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 things to say. Number 1, God is good, and number 2, ain't no excuses. Ain't no excuses, because if one person can do it, we can all do it. I'm not here to preach. Maybe later, who knows? But not right now. I ain't here to preach right now. So Edna's in the building, but I'm gonna get to Edna in a minute. Together we travel. Thank you so much for being here. And by the way, Kai, if you see me doing this here, I'm not like,
oh no, I know. I've been in your life.
I'm peacing. I'm showing love to people because we got to keep rolling. But now I'm going to ask, and again, if it's a question I ask you don't want to answer, just let me know. So if 19, you had your first child, is it safe to say, did you and the father get married or anything, or
no?
Just like just too young. Too young.
Yeah. We were too young. We got engaged, but I'm gonna just put it like this: he got a lot of children right now, and right now he is a better person than what he was back then. But I had to get out. Because
now is he still in their lives? Is he still in their lives?
Yeah, he's still in their lives.
Cool.
You'll see if you go back to some of my videos. Matter of fact, you go to Michaela's birthday party from last year, not this year.
The one when she turned 17 or 16?
When she turned 16.
Okay.
He was at the party, and he don't mind me filming him.
That's probably one of your 7,000 videos. Y'all, she got a lot of videos, man. I was like, when is this going to end? I didn't even get through half of them. I'm like, I'm good.
And I told you this before. We got on live. One thing about me, I have always been consistent. It been times where YouTube has took some of my subscribers and I wanted to cry and wanted to give up, but I've always been consistent. You always at least got one video in the beginning, at least got one video a week from me, and now I'm up to you getting 3 videos and a live every week.
So you the hardest working woman on YouTube. They tell me I'm the hardest working man. You talking about losing subscribers, Kaya. I lost 60 subscribers on PBT yesterday in one day. I don't know why. It got so bad. I couldn't look at it. Real. And I check my stuff like several times a day. Not all 4 channels, pretty much this channel and PBT, Points Blank Travel. I don't check the other 2 because I'm not doing as much. Oh my God, I was crushed. I was about to have a mental. I almost told you yesterday we wasn't doing this interview because I was having problems. Now, getting back to this discussion. So you had kids at a young age, so did I. The father wasn't ready, neither was I. Did you grow up in a house with both parents, or?
I did. I grew up in a house with both parents.
And how important do you feel it is? I mean, is it a must that you have both parents in the house, or? I'm gonna give you my perspective on it.
Nowadays, back in our day, maybe, but nowadays, for somebody standing and knowing what I know now as an adult, I don't think that it is, because you would rather, as a child, not hear arguing and fighting and stuff like that, than for your mama to be peaceful and your dad to be peaceful. I rather co-parent good than to be fussing and fighting in front of a child, you know. And some people, they good at hiding it and stuff like that, but I rather, to be a good mother or a good father, you got to have your peace of mind in order to, you know, like, to parent correctly. So for me, that's not, you know, you don't have to have both, as long as you got them in your life and they loving on you and doing what they supposed to do. And sometimes
your kids love you.
Love on you. Yes, they do.
Oh my goodness, they love you, and that's great. That's great. I asked that question because I grew up with both of my parents in the house. I'm gonna say something a little deep, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I don't drop gems or nuggets. I drop boulders. I grew up with both parents sleeping in my house, but my father was never home.
Yeah.
He was out chasing every woman he could run in contact with. So while I had both parents sleeping at home, and I turned out just fine. Yeah. My mother, and I say this because sometimes, like what Kaya just said, you may not need both parents in the house. I'd rather have one parent or half a parent than 2 people in there fussing, fighting, and bickering all the time, because that's not conducive to the home and it's not good for the kids to see. So that's why I'm not going to elaborate. I just thought I'd ask that question.
Yeah.
Edna's in the house. Edna's in the crib. House of X is in the crib. Let me go all the way to the bottom, which means I'm going to have to come back up. I haven't made up my mind, so don't y'all get too excited. I still got to talk to my job. And I'm going to leave. No, I'm going to go ahead and say it because I didn't put it out there.
Don't say it.
There is a high possibility. I'm not going on the cruise.
Oh, see.
But there's a high possibility that I will be in Orlando for my birthday prior to the cruise.
Oh, okay.
Mingling with the content creators that are going on Edna's cruise. There's a high possibility I will put more information out as it get closer. There's a high possibility I will be down there for a couple of days and mingling, you know, trying to find out where everybody is, mingling with everybody and just chopping it up with people that I admire, like Edna, who was interviewed on this channel, people I admire like House of X, people I admire like Kaya. That's why I wanted to make sure House of X was in here. That's why I wanted to make sure Edna was here before I made that announcement. And I can't wait to meet these amazing people. So that is, it wasn't planned. It wasn't planned. I just decided to say it when you're here, House of X here, Edna's here, and it's like, okay, I may as well just say it. So there's a high possibility that I will be in Orlando a couple of days. When did y'all leave? The 11th, I believe.
We leave on the 11th. I get there on the 10th. I think majority of the people get there on the 10th. Some people get there a little bit earlier, but
I'll probably get there real. And my birthday is August 9th. I'm not going to travel on my birthday, so I'm either going to travel on the 10th or the 8th. but at least I'll get a chance to kick it with people on the 10th.
Mm-hmm.
I am looking forward to that. Edna, I'm just looking to come and go back up, y'all. Don't trip. Edna said, I'm here. Cool. I hope it works out because I would love to meet Edna. I would love to meet everybody that's going on the cruise. A lot of the people I'm not going to know.
That's my big sister.
That is and I was going to ask about
that. We've actually met before. I don't even think you got to one of those 999,000 videos. I went on her momcation. She had groupcation. She had momcation. Momcation is for the moms. And we went. It was January 21 to New Orleans, and we had a good time. We tore up New Orleans. We had a good time though. But Edna is the coolest person you'll ever meet.
You know what tripped me out about Edna? When I saw her in a couple of lives, I was like, man, she just seems so chill and laid back. Then I went to one of them wind down Wednesdays. I was like, Lord, hey, Edna had me ready to change the day. I go live on Wednesday, man. I was over there. Boy, it was so. One of them I went to, they was taking shots.
Yeah.
Her and the two homegirls, and I was like, man, this is so cool. Y'all check out Edna's World on YouTube. So that's it. There's a hop, and if I go, I'm not going to not tell nobody. I'm going to disclose. I got to make up my mind here pretty quickly. I don't worry about prices because I'm not going to pay for it. I use points and miles, and I'm going to go back up in these comments. I do have a question here. House of X want to know, what is your go-to drink on a cruise? Do you drink?
I do.
Okay, what's your go-to drink on a cruise?
I like God, what is the name of that drink? It's called.
Oh Lord, you don't drink that much. You don't even know the name of it, girl. What's wrong with you?
On the lips. That's my favorite drink on the cruise. I had to think about a cruise drink. My favorite drink overall is an Amarella sour. I'm a person who likes something that tastes good. I like taste good drinks, but
you gotta get a buzz. You gotta.
Yes, exactly. Because if you, I don't even know if you looked at my Mexico vlogs. I have vowed to never drink tequila again in life.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't either.
I'm done with tequila. I'm done with tequila. But yeah. While we there, I don't know if you know about V. Her channel is Life with V.
I know about it. I reached out to her for an interview yesterday. I won't be playing. Trust me. She ain't responded yet though.
She said that we was having breakfast shots, so I'm gonna have to run from V. But she turns up. Yeah.
Man.
I only drink when I go somewhere. I don't drink for real like that. Maybe wine, every now and then. I'm not like a big drinker or anything too tough. Matter of fact, you would think about the amount of trips I go on that I'm just out here doing stuff. I am a homebody. I just like to travel. If I can go on a trip once a month, I probably would be balanced. But
I have a question. Edna can answer the question, and on Life with V, if she in here, Mrs. V, and how in the world do y'all go on all these cruises? How y'all afford this, man? How y'all plan it? Because it ain't about affording it; it's about planning. I'm like, am I tripping? Because your thumbnails, I go down a couple. You have so many.
I can show you my screen right now. I have 3 carnival pages.
Can you share your screen? I mean, you don't have to, but
I don't know if I can. But
I just want to know how y'all doing it, man.
I'm always looking at Carnival to see if they got deals going on and stuff like that. And you saying planning. Planning to me is the easier part than paying. I'm always looking for a deal. That's what I'm always looking for.
Well, you remember, Kaya, I got CSSS.
I know.
I forgot what the third S is, but I can't sit still.
Can't sit still syndrome.
There it is. That's what it was. Can't sit still. I got to write that down right now. So, and y'all, I'm joking, but I'm serious. So I don't care about the planning. I'll pay for it. If somebody else could just plan it for me, I'll pay for it. But
look, if you're serious, just shoot me a message. I'll find you a trip.
Yeah, because I'm going on that meeting. That ain't gonna be my first cruise. They ain't gonna be on there calling me Edna and everybody else calling me Mr. Blue Card. That ain't happening. I'm gonna have me a purple, red, or yellow card.
It's gonna be a blue card on our trip. Both of them gonna be blue cards.
Who? House of X?
I'm gold now.
You see that what I'm talking about? You gold.
I have
me and I over here platinum. Your favorite color
for my background. These are my cards. These not all my cards. These just the ones that I went on since since it started back. I've been on 3, and I'm gold now.
You go see. I mean, I ain't trying to be like y'all, but I ain't trying to be at the bottom of the barrel either. I ain't gonna be on no little blue card, got it all tucked in my shirt because I don't want nobody to know what color it is.
Well, Miss Lewis said peer pressure drinker. I am a peer pressure drinker, and I'm finna stop being one, Miss Lewis.
What does that mean? What is a peer pressure drinker?
Because she's saying that because my friends, they literally was like, we gotta have shots. We gotta have shots. Because we went on a girls trip. My sister, not the one that's in here, but my sister that's next to me. She's a matter of fact, she's a lawyer. But she's like, we got to get together as women and do something. So last year she turned 40. We went to St. Thomas. You saw that. I saw that you comment on that. We went to St. Thomas. That was our first girls trip. And we was like, we're gonna do it every year. So this year we went to Puerto Vallarta to Mexico. And my best friend who's my friend that goes with me, she likes to drink. And she like, come on, Kaya. Here go another shot. Here go another shot. But I need to learn how to say no to her. It ain't everybody, it's just my best friend. I'd be like, okay, Kristen.
You know, I can drink, and I don't drink hard alcohol. I had, when we had the Dallas meetup, and when I went to Arkansas in March.
V is in. We were just talking about
Life with V is in here, Mrs. V.
Uh-huh.
Oh Lord, this is phenomenal. I got Edna's World, I got Life with Mrs. V, I got Kaya. I'm gonna interview all the cruises if this how it turned out. But so I quit drinking cognac. I had cognac in 3.5 years before we had the Dallas meetup. And I'll be honest, I didn't miss it. I really didn't miss it.
Yeah.
But when I did drink, I could not take no shots. If you want me to pass out, you give me. I'm not messing with no tequila. And then Edna talking about the bar crawl. And I can't wait to do it though. When I'm going to meet, and I can't wait to do it. I thought you had to crawl from bar to bar, which reminds me of the Navy.
When you get done, you might be crawling from bar to bar.
Messing with y'all, I'm telling you, man. When I went to Edna's Wine down Winds, I was like, I don't know how they still doing this live. But
listen,
it's smart.
on that midnight cruise, do not let her let you play King's Cup. You really gonna be miss.
Man, I don't care. Whatever midnight Edna want to do to me on the midnight cruise, and Life of Mrs. V, I think she going. And if you whatever y'all want to do to me.
When is that?
July, and me and I, if you're in here corrected, July 12th through the 16th, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look at it.
Yeah. I didn't find out, y'all, and I'm gonna get down to some questions in a minute that's gonna get a little serious. We're having fun right now. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna keep having fun, but we're gonna go from entertainment to informative, if that makes sense. Hopefully ain't nobody opposed to that, because you're gonna learn something. Now,
what you mean now? I'm gonna look at it. Matter of fact, I think I got y'all on Instagram. I might hit y'all up if I'm not mistaken. I think I got y'all on Instagram.
Hey, I booked my. Hey, Kaya, I thought I was booking a room for the midnight cruise. So me being Mr. Big Stuff.
Oh no! Edna said she got something special for King's Cup. Oh my God.
So I ain't doing it now, because Kaya already told me don't mess with the normal King's Cup, and now Edna got something special. Ain't that crazy?
It's a game. It's a game.
Oh,
basically the game. Whoever loses got to drink everything that's in King's Cup.
Well, what kind of game is it? That's what I need to know. Checkers, chess, or what?
It's like a card game.
I ain't good at cards.
And you gotta do shots and stuff like that while you're doing it. But as the game go on, the cup get more full of alcohol, and whoever loses got to drink the King's Cup. And I can't. That's the one right there, Mariana Glassman. Yeah. That's my church member that I said now her and her husband have their own church. I don't know if she's still.
Is she a pastor, a reverend, or
pastor? See, the church that I go to, they actually have where they train up pastors. Like you can, get ordained and stuff. So my pastor will teach you everything you need to know if that's what your calling is, and will, train you up to be a pastor. And she will do the courses.
Well, I'm just going to say Mariama, because I don't want to. I'm already having a tough time to get through the comments. I want to thank you for being here. Anybody if this is your first time here, if you like what you see here, this is what we do. I do Real Talk with Rod on Sundays. I'm not going to say I'm doing it every Sunday. I've done it the past two episodes where we just talk about real world stuff. I also have a new segment on this channel which I'm doing with my daughter called The Rod and Drika Show. It's my oldest daughter. We have some special thing. We're going to start out once a month, then we're going to probably do twice a month. So please subscribe to the channel. It's free. All you gotta do is hit that little red subscribe button. And I'm trying, and like I told Kai before we start, I bring the best, what I consider the best of the best on this channel. And I'm not going by numbers. Even though Edna got 10,000 subscribers, and I long for that one day. And who knows when I'm gonna get there with YouTube taking 60 in one day. But I don't care how many subscribers you can have. I care about your personality, your spirit. And one thing I noticed with Kaya, one video and one live stream, I loved her spirit, I loved her personality, and I was like, I just want to have a conversation with her. So please subscribe to the channel. Now we answered that.
You're telling me don't look, just book.
Well, that's what I need to do. Don't look, just book.
Look at the dates. Yeah, not the, y'all know I ain't finna look at the money because I'm just gonna book it when I have to look at the dates. And it's probably gonna be just me because my daughter will be graduating next year, and
that's something I was getting ready. I didn't put it on this paper, but I did. I mean, I do want to talk about that. I noticed that your kids, and I think this is amazing. I noticed that your kids go on a lot of cruises with you, and I think it's so important that we expose. And I'm just gonna say it straight up because it didn't happen to me, and it probably didn't happen to a lot of people in this live stream. I'm not gonna say everybody. I like the fact when I see African Americans exposing their children, which did not happen to me, ladies and gentlemen. It did not, to something different than their hometown. My parents had scared to leave hometown syndrome. And I'm not on here. I'm serious. They act like it was an electric fence around our hometown, and if they left, they was going to get electrocuted.
My daddy has never he been nowhere at least since he been in his 20s. And we
who is this? Your granddaddy?
No, my daddy.
Your daddy, okay.
Yes.
So
my mom will go places because we take her, but my dad, he ain't finna go nowhere.
And so when I saw Kai, and I'm watching all these videos from when I asked her, and I'm like, okay, CJ's there, Kayla's there, and I love it, man. And if we have the means to do that, please, we need to start doing that as people, just exposing our children. Even if you don't have children, expose your niece, your nephew, your cousin, whoever, expose them to something, because you don't know. I'm telling you, especially when they're 12 and 11 and 10 and 14. You don't know the impact that that's going to have on their life moving forward. And they're not going to want to stay in a certain place if they don't want to, because they're starting to see things. I wish I would have did that. I mean, my oldest daughter came to California, but I wish I would have spent, like, her and I have been talking a lot lately. We always talk, but like we talking like every day. And like my day ain't complete if I don't call her now.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I wish her and I, Shelton just said, hey man, you and Drika, which is my daughter, need to take a daughter daddy try. I said, man, that would be cool. We've been talking about it, but so start now, ladies and gentlemen. We got 20 real homies in the house. I want to thank y'all again. Thank Kai for being here.
It's very important. I really feel like they learn more and they learn better, and they learn how to be better people when they are exposed to more than just their surroundings. Because I didn't go nowhere. I went to Atlanta, which is down the street, really, next door neighbors, and Florida. That's all we went to. And I was like, we need to do stuff. We got to go places because it's crazy to just sit in one place. And when this world is so big, you know, and I know you know because you travel.
I've traveled the world, but man, it was by the grace of God. I ran out of other options and I joined the military.
Yeah.
And I did notice, now I will say this, after you travel so many places, even though you're in different countries, I mean, I've been to Dubai 5 times, I've been to Hong Kong 5 times, I've been to Singapore 7, Japan, I'm not about to name them all. I've been to Hawaii 15 times. Ooh. They started to look alike.
Yeah.
Yet, I remember when and this was pre-cell phone, I remember when I called my mom. She was in Arkansas when I first joined the military. She was like, hey, son, Warrior. I said, man, you ain't gonna believe this, Mom. I'm in Hawaii and I'm looking at a palm tree. I didn't even think they really existed. I only saw them on Gilligan's Island. I didn't think they were real, you know. And then a couple weeks later, I called her, and this was in the days of payphones where you had them little calling cards and they cost a grip. She was like, son, where are you now? I said, Mama, this is unbelievable. I'm in the land of the rising sun. She was like, boy, talk to me in English. I said, I am. I'm in Japan. She was like, oh my God. Wow. So imagine what it would have been like if I would have taking my daughter. I haven't been on a cruise yet, so that wouldn't have been an option. But
Yeah.
or other people take their kids on a cruise. It's like right now, I can't wait to take my daughter. Like the ride, me and Drake about to do something. We about to do big things. I can't wait to just take her on a cruise with her and I go kick it. Because she's my daughter. She respects me like I'm her father. I respect her like she's a grown woman, although she's my daughter. And we almost sometimes act like brother and sister. And I love that relationship. So I just want to commend you on taking your kids out there and doing what you do with them.
Thank you. I try.
No, you're doing more than trying, sister. You're succeeding. Let's get that straight. Because I'm already trying to figure out how you going on the cruise, but it ain't just you, it's you and the kids. So you know what? I don't have all the sound bites because I recently changed it this year, but I'm going to take the time right now. And I was in the military. I don't believe in saluting inside of a building, but I'm going to salute you right now for the job that you're doing as a mother, as a single mother. You know, for the 19 people here right now, and I try not to get emotional, but this is an inspiration, ladies and gentlemen. Kaya,
now you're making me blush.
Good. I'd rather you blush than cry, because when people cry, they jack me all up. But yes, it's true. You're an inspiration. So now, speaking of being an inspiration, you went through something not long ago, and this is kind of long. I'm almost have to read this. You went through something not long ago where, do you still see the hematologist?
Yes.
You didn't know I dug that deep, huh?
Yeah, you dug deep. Listen,
so hold up before you answer. Hold up before you answer. Now, for those of you that don't know, a hematologist is a blood doctor. Mm-hmm. And the reason you went, and I'm gonna ask a question, but I'm gonna read all of it. The reason you went is because your white blood cell count was too high, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, to an individual, this can be confusing because typically, correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm not a doctor, but typically your white blood cell count is high when your body is fighting something, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So your body is fighting something, and don't answer. I mean, answer the simple, but I'm gonna let you tell the whole show, and I'm gonna put you on the screen to like I got to go to the restroom. But so you're right. Did they find out why your white blood count is so high? Did they find it out? They still haven't found it.
I'm a question mark to my doctors. It's always high. It's been that way for years.
Your white blood count is high. That's typically when your body is fighting off something, yet they don't know what your body is fighting. Ladies and gentlemen, that has to be a couple of things. It's got to be confusing, and it's more importantly, is it stressful to you?
Not anymore. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Hold up. No, hold up before you tell me why, because I'm gonna give you the screen to tell me why. I'm gonna go on and tell y'all how serious this is. And then I'm gonna give her the screen. I forgot what year it was, but a couple years ago, I personally spent 4 days in the hospital because my foot swelled up like this. It was huge. And when I went to the emergency room, they tested it. My white blood count, I forgot the number. It was high as I don't know what. And they told me I had cellulitis. Wow. Cellulitis is an infection that is right underneath the skin. They told me I had a cut. I had no cut on my foot. They said it could be from dry skin. My skin was dry. I don't like putting lotion on my feet, and it was in summertime, not wintertime. I don't mind summer because I ain't gonna be ashy. Yeah. Wintertime, I'm wearing socks. I don't care. So if the sheets on the bed, if it touched my feet, it hurt. It was so painful. I was in the hospital 4 days, ladies and gentlemen, 4 days. I was on antibiotics via IV because of cellulitis, 12 hours a day for 4 days. I couldn't even walk.
Wow.
So they let me out of there. Now I'm thinking I got cellulitis. I'm going back to work. Rob, where you been? They knew are you okay? Yeah, I got cellulitis. I know it sounds like a STD or something, but it's not. I have cellulitis. It was like, what is that? Oh, some kind of infection. Even though I don't know. 1 month later, and y'all, I'm gonna get to Kyle. I got to tell the story. 1 month later, I'm back. It's the other foot. I was like, Lord, this cellulitis ain't a joke. So I go in again, nothing but God. I go in the emergency room. The same dude I had the first time came in there, and he said, "Oh my God, your other foot, man, this cellulitis." I said, "Yeah, man, this ain't making no sense. I ain't got no cut on this foot too. I'm not running around cutting my feet all day, doc." And he said, and he touched my foot like he was the man upstairs. He was like, cellulitis. Like, man, get out of here, dude. Let me up. You must be out here. I'm not believing you no more. I'm not buying this. I'm
Yeah.
not buying it. So I said, I'm going to a foot doctor. It keep happening in my feet. I'm going to a foot doctor. And I went to I think it's orthopedist or whatever they call them things. And I did all these blood tests, and he was like, "Man, you don't have cellulitis. You have gout."
Oh, they should have known that. Most of the time, they attack your feet first.
I'm done with my story because every time I think about it, I get pissed. I should be rich because I should have sued him, but I did.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, my white blood count was high, not because I had an infection, which they diagnosed me, but we got to keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, and this is why we got to become more knowledgeable of what's going on with us and do a little research. Not like Rod did. I'm not no doctor, but with Google and YouTube, we can kind of sort of find out what's going on. It comes to find out my body wasn't fighting an infection. My body was, the white blood cells were trying to fight the uric acid crystals, and the uric acid crystals are too strong. Every time the white blood cells went down there, the crystals would poke a hole in them, and then they just weren't affected. I learned all this from Google University, by the way. It didn't cost me $1. Anyway, I still take some kind of pill every day for it. So my question is, now I want to hear your story. 21 real homies in the house. What do you go through on a daily basis with them not knowing why your white blood cell count is high? I want to hear it, Kai. I'm going to take this comment down. I'm going to step away and we'll give you the.
When you step away, your volume go away too. But and to go off of what he just asked me, I really don't go through too much. I'm always tired though. That's one of my main things. But I don't worry about it. I go to church every Sunday. I pray. I give it over to God. And if it is, I used to be worried about it and stressed and why am I sick and why is this and that. But I don't worry about that no more. God got me, and that's basically it. I really it's like I'm a question mark, and I'm okay with being a question mark to my doctors. If they don't know what it is, they can continue to monitor me and try to figure it out. But I can't live my life and worry. I love to have fun and love to go and do stuff. So if I lived with what is going on with me, I would never have fun and never do stuff. So the person I am, I'm gonna continue to have fun. I may have to drink an energy drink or do what I got to do because I'm always tired, but I'm gonna continue to have fun. I don't worry about it and let it worry me. And I think he said he was stepping away to go to the bathroom. But while he's stepping away, I did see that Angel came in. Hey, Angel. Excuse me, y'all. If y'all got any questions, drop some questions in because I'm telling you, you got to have a spirit of not fear because honestly, tomorrow's not promised for none of us, none of us. And if we worried about it our whole life or worry about the stuff that is thrown at us, we would never live life for real. And I don't work in that on that type of spirit. I work on, okay, I got to get up and I'm going on my trip and I'm doing what I got to do. Let's see. Meaning I said God first, and Miss Lewis said God has not given us a spirit of fear. Thank you. That's literally the song that's in my head at this moment. God has not given us a spirit of fear. Um, if I would Elder say you are living, honey, and Angel saying hey to me, you better speak over your life. Okay, I was reading the comments.
Oh, no, I'm glad you were, and I like what you said. And I heard word.
Okay,
and I don't know who said this about this song. God does not put the spirit of what was that comment again?
God has not given us a spirit of fear.
And that is beyond a true statement. And I heard what you said about Elder say you're living. Yes, you are. When I watched it and I listened to that video, I watched it twice.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously I had to, first time I watched it, clear through, and then I went back to take the notes to get the question the way I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, man, that's amazing. Then there was something else. There was something else I ran across.
Was it diabetes? Because I'm telling you, I
You
got
already know. So you
everything, and I got all the doctors. And guess what? And look at me, I'm still like, hey, I'm here.
and y'all, you wouldn't know this. I had to do some research. Y'all gotta go watch her videos. I ain't gonna tell y'all all the video because you gotta go watch it for yourself. And that's supporting Just Kaya TV and it's supporting Kaya. But she did this video, man, and it was inspiring. In the video was titled "What I Eat to Lose Weight," and I'm like, okay, I can't wait. And I even put in a comment before I even started. I can't wait to see what you eat to lose weight. That's pretty interesting. But you didn't call it a diet; you call it a lifestyle change. We hear that all the time. And then what led to this lifestyle change? I'm gonna let Kaya tell y'all the story. Was her working in the hospital? She know how to the charts, the labs, whatever they call that stuff, and your glucose and your A1C was high, and you end up being. I'm gonna let you tell that part, but you say you were drinking 3 sodas a day, and she said she was drinking 3 sodas a day because she was tired,
Yes.
and she was drinking Mountain Dew to get energy. And then was that from the white blood cell being tired?
I I don't even. I honestly, I don't know. If is your question finished? Because I'm gonna tell
Mhm.
you what the last thing they told me why I'm
Oh,
tired.
I didn't get to that part, but yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I want to hear your
Okay.
story.
So the reason why I went on the lifestyle change, because I'm not calling it a diet, because I still eat good. I still actually now treat myself too. But then I was literally super strict because I went to the doctor. I had my labs drawn, and because I work at the hospital, I know how to get on there and look at my stuff before the doctor even called me. My glucose was high, my A1C was high, my white blood cells they always high, and there was some other stuff that was wrong. And I was like, let me go ahead and stop drinking these sodas now because the glucose is what really scared me. And I was like, let me stop drinking these sodas now. And so when I went back to the doctor, she was like, well, your labs is showing that you're diabetic, and we need to put you on, like we can go in one or two ways and put you on this medicine. And before she said anything, I was like, I would not get on medicine. I would not get on medicine. I'm not gonna give up right now and get on medicine. I said, give me a chance. She gave me 3 months. She said, I'm giving you 3 months. That's how long it takes for your A1C to change. And if it changed, we won't put you on medicine. If it don't, then we'll discuss medicine. I said, okay, that's cool. In them 3 months, I lost 19 pounds. I'm gonna say 20 because water weight, whatever. But I lost 19 pounds, and that's because I stopped drinking sodas. I stopped eating sugar. I stopped eating carb. I went on a no carb, no sugar. Like don't even touch me with nothing because it was a battle then. I was like, I'm fighting for my life. I felt like I was being attacked by Satan because it was so much being thrown at me. I had just uh torn my God, what's the name of the thing in your knee? I can't even think of it now. I had to go to physical therapy for my knee. It was a lot going on in that one little stretch of time. And so that's what I was doing. I was exercising and doing everything I need to do. And now I'm just so tired all the time that now they saying that my vitamin D is low and that's why I'm tired. But I don't even believe that. But I'm taking vitamin D pills and stuff. But I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm doing. I see Angel said, look at lack of vitamin D will have you tired too. And they said my vitamin D is low right now because I go to the doctor frequently. Frequently, my labs are drawn. But that's what I'm doing right now. I'm taking vitamin D pills for, and I don't even know how all this sun and hotness in Alabama, and it could be because it's so hot. I'm staying in the house. But yeah, yeah. And talking to me and looking at me, you wouldn't even know that I go through the stuff that I go through because I'm always like this. I'm always like this.
It blew my mind because I was like, man, I wouldn't have known had I. And y'all, that's why I do these interviews because I'm thinking about changing the. It ain't nothing that I made up. It's reality, and I've heard it before. Everyone has a story, and sometimes we look at a book at the cover. You go to the. We don't know about go to the library, but no more. But let's just say when we did, you look at a book and you see the cover, and you may not ever open that book in ever. You may not open it up, but there's a story inside each book, and we are
It was a
walking
meniscus
stories.
tear. They said A1C. It was a meniscus tear. Sorry.
You had a meniscus tear too?
Yes, in my knee. Yep.
You know, when I did a thing today, and I asked Kai, I said, "Hey, send me a picture you like." She sent me one, and then that's okay. And then the day I just had the need, I felt the need to do a promo flyer, and I went in there and on IG and found some pictures, way too many that I like, but I could only fit 3 on the screen. And just I had started watching the video. I'm like, Beyonce, Destiny's Child, Survivor. That's the perfect story, perfect song for this here. And as I listened to you, because then on November 15th, 2021, you boy, I did my homework, sister. I did my homework. You went through something else.
What did I go through in 2000?
See,
I done been through so much stuff. I don't even know. I done been through so much stuff. I don't even know.
Well, here, I'm gonna help you remember because I had a feeling you may not. You had a surgery that was transformational.
Oh, that wasn't 21. That was 19.
Well, you
21.
okay? 19. Okay, I meant you know what? You're okay. I meant to put 20. Okay, so 19.
Well, you said 21. I was like, what did I do then? I went on a cruise then. Yes, I did. I had a breast reduction.
You had breast reduction. I'm sorry about the year. And as I watched the video, I know what happened, but can you tell? I mean, what was the reason?
I was having. I'm a little person. I'm not a little person. I'm like 5. I'm probably honestly 5'3", but I claim 5'4", and I'm small frame person, and I've always been heavy chested all my life, and I've had back problems since my early 20s, and I kept going to the doctor. Like I keep like pulling the muscle in my back, and he like, oh, you ain't doing this or that. Like, and I had to leave that doctor. And when I went to a new doctor, they like, it's clear why you keep pulling muscles in your back. You too top heavy. But that's why I got a breast reduction, because I literally was like I couldn't even do stuff too hard because my back I would pull a muscle in my back every chance I got. But I'm a happy person now. I don't pull muscles in my back no more, and I like everything that's the results and stuff. So
I'm gonna make y'all go watch that video because I know what the size was. I don't understand it. I've never understood
homework.
all the numbers and the letters, but I know the size. But if you want to know what size she was, go check out that video. And I think the title was 2-month update, breast reduction surgery 2-month update. Go watch that video. It's very inspiring. But I do have
I even got my whole surgery on there. Not like your
boy wasn't looking for that one. I wasn't. Man, I would have passed out.
The graphic part, but like me going to the room, and the funniest part is when that doctor came in and put the medicine in my IV. That was hilarious. He was like, "Happy birthday," and I just started laughing. But yeah, I did do like a pre going in and then coming out.
I can't handle that.
I filmed the whole time. Not like them doing the surgery. I couldn't do that. But like, before I went in, after I came out, telling people like, this is how I feel. Like I literally I'm gonna film and show you what I'm going through. And I feel like the reason why I do stuff like that, because you never know who is going through the same thing that you're going through, who needs this inspiration, who need to see this type of stuff because they are going through, or they might be going through something worse, or they might not even be going through, they just might be curious. But I'm an open book, like I told you, and I show my life, and that's a part of my life.
That's going to lead to my next question. What would you say right now to a young lady, to a woman, period, that's considering breast reduction surgery? What would you say right now?
The first question I would ask them is it something that, like, for instance, with me, all the back pain I was having, I had to have it. So if it's something that, if you don't get this, your life is not going to, like your quality of life is not going to be good, I would say go for it. But if it's something that you're just doing because you want to, like look cute and stuff like that, I would say think about it, because it's not an easy process afterwards. It's not the recovery is not that easy. But if it's where you having all these back problems and stuff, please do it. Do it.
You
Yes.
know, most of the people that I've ran into, they just want to do it because they think it make them look better, or they just trying to be fine or whatever. But a lot of times, people, and I like what you're saying, people have back issues,
Mhm.
and they don't realize, as you put it, they're top heavy. And I was just curious. I wanted to ask you this because I didn't know the answer. Like, what would you say? And that makes sense, you know.
Yeah. I'm pro being, like a happy person, and if it's something that's gonna like if you want to get it because it's elective and it's gonna make you happy inside, I'm okay with it. But I would say think about it because of the afterwards, the recovery. But if it's something where you got health problems and it's affecting your quality of life, do it. Go for it. Because I'm a person who now I don't have the back problems. Literally used to be at the doctor all the time because my back would be out of place or whatever. And the first doctor I went to, he literally just throw muscle relaxers at me. And I'm a person who's very like I can't do that type of medicine. I can't do that type of medicine. I can't even really take Zyrtec. I take a half of my daughter's Zyrtec when I have allergy problems because I get so sleepy. So yeah. Anyway, I would say find the right doctor that's gonna help you, and if it's something that's your quality of life, go for it.
Man, y'all, Kaya is psychic because my next question was how important is researching a doctor that's going to do your surgery? How?
Very, very important. I'm listen. I'm about story times.
Well, story times. Hey, man,
Listen,
I ain't the
all
one
about
said I'm
story
early.
time.
Early.
So
I'll do 6 hour lives.
at the same time that I had my surgery, I had a girl who I used to work at a bank. I used to work at Regions Bank, and we went at the bank together. We weren't working together at the time, but she knew that I was having surgery. We both had it at the exact same time, but at different hospitals with different doctors. And her surgery went horrible, and they did not treat her the best. She ended up having to have like a wound vac and everything, and mine just went so smoothly. And it's because the hospital that she went to is a Catholic hospital, and they don't believe in, to me they don't believe in the woman, and they don't practice certain stuff. And I researched and made sure I went to the hospital that will treat me well the way that I need to be treated. And she was like, I should have listened to you and went to your doctor too. So that's my story time. You can you can come back on the stage. It says Embree's Family Entertainment. Hey,
Hey,
welcome
when
in.
I say story time, you might go get a pillow when I say story time. 'Cause I'm gonna talk for a while.
No, I don't give long stories unless it's on my live.
Oh, well, you on your live. Act like you on your live right now. Now, I got this comment pulled up right now.
Oh, she said she having a breast reduction next month.
Who?
Um, Emery's Family Entertainment 7.
Okay, so Janetta, wow, I didn't know. See, man, what you learned over here on the Punch Blank Experience? Because
Yeah,
I don't suppose to know she having a breast reduction surgery, but
yeah.
see how
Send
when
me
we
a
start,
message on Instagram or email me, and if you need some advice, I can give you some advice.
are you familiar with Embry Family Entertainment 7? Okay.
I am somewhat. I'm a subscribed to their channel, but I'm subscribed to 999,009.
You sound like me with them big old numbers 999,900 million. Now, I want to read this comment. World is so big and tomorrow isn't promised. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Even though we're interviewing Kaya right now, I'm going to tell y'all something. I am a huge procrastinator.
Mhm.
Not as much as I was 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. For those of you that don't know, I lost my father in March, unexpectedly. And he was in the hospital and we were on the phone. And I listened to him. I believed him. He said, son, give me 2 weeks and I'm gonna be sharp as a tack. Just give me 2 weeks. I said, hey, pops, take your time, man. However long you need. We got to make sure you're good. He said, no, give me 2 weeks. I'm gonna be sharp as a tack. So I bet. That was the last time I talked to him.
Mm.
2 days later, he was on the ventilator. I'm making trips to go down there to see him. I'm 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm 2 hours, 2.5. I'm dressed. I'm sitting outside. I'm about to book my Uber to go to the airport. My brother texted me, said, "Hey, are you on your flight yet?" I was like, "No." I texted him back. No, I called. I said, "No, I'm getting ready to go. What's up, man? You can go ahead and cancel that." And the first thing I thought was the worst. He said, "Because no one can go see him. He now has tuberculosis." I'm like,
Wow.
it went from give me 2 weeks to ventilator to kidney failing to tuberculosis in a matter of days. So I like that. Well, sipping with me and I put out there. The world is so big. We got to live while we can live because he was cool one day and the next day he in the hospital. And then a couple of days later, he's telling me give him 2 weeks. And then that was the last time I talked to him. I'm not going to dwell on that, but this is how quick time flies. So anyway, okay. Now I'm gonna get off some of the Kaya's everything she done went through, man. And I say this woman here is a survivor, ladies and gentlemen, and she still got stuff she's dealing with. But you don't go watch these videos, you're not gonna know. I highly recommend you go to her channel because I know there is a woman out there. There's a man out there. Let me say what I'm about to say again. I don't drop gems and nuggets. I drop boulders, baby. There's a woman out there that's thinking about her breast reduction, and her back is hurting every day. But she may not know how to talk to her other half or her spouse or her boyfriend or whoever about it. And if us guys go over there and check out Kaya and become familiar with the whole process, when the lady do approach us, we can easily relate to what they're going through instead of saying, "Oh, okay, go ahead." That ain't what they want to hear. "Oh, okay, go ahead." Hey, you won't believe it. I watch Just Kaya TV, and I understand why your back been hurting. Maybe you need a breast reduction. I heard this. I saw that. Y'all, there's information right here in this live stream. There are content creators right now, whether it's travel, whether it's finance with Points Blank Finance, whether it's Just Kaya TV talking about cruises and breast reductions and white blood cells, whether it's Life with Mrs. V, whether it's Sipping with Me and I, whether it's Me and I, Evolving with Etta, Keeping Up with Grip. It's talent right here that's telling their real life stories that people aren't going to tell. You ain't going to learn in school. I don't care what kind. You can go get the triple PhD degree. But they may not talk about stuff that we're going through every day. Maybe Rod didn't go through.
Especially as Black people.
Yeah. They ain't telling us nothing.
They ain't telling us nothing.
And if you want to subscribe to Kai, I'm sorry, Kai, there's a link, but I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kai. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. I literally was going to go off and say, like, especially with doctors, you got to find a doctor that is about you. And look, this is a story time. But you don't have to take yourself off.
I'm not taking myself off. Tell me your story.
And this come about my last health thing because I have plenty of health problems. But this is more of a female health problem. But I was having a really bad problem. And my doctor, my gynecologist, she literally wouldn't listen to me. She was a lady. I thought that if I go to a lady, she'll listen to me. But she was a lady that wasn't one of us. And I ended up going to the hospital and passing out in the emergency room. I actually got a video. It's back in 2021, I think. It was 21. I ended up passing out in the hospital. And another doctor at that hospital saw my labs and stuff, and he only specializes in certain things. He called me and said, "I want to take your case on because I specialize in what you have. Your doctor should have seen this, time they looked at it, because I looked at it and knew exactly what it was. And now I see that doctor, and that doctor literally, when I see him, I be in tears because I'm like, you changed my life." And this other doctor ignored me. And as I feel like as Black people, we get ignored a lot, and it's go way back from whenever, but we get ignored a lot by doctors and stuff like, oh, they just come to complain, or they just want pills or this and that. And that's not even the case. We have problems and we have needs. And if you ain't an advocate for yourself and you ain't here telling people I need help, and I'm sitting here paying you, like my insurance is paying you because I pay for my insurance. You have to do what you got to do. And I literally had to change doctors because that doctor just was ignoring me.
And now it's story time for Rob, but it's gonna be a short story.
Okay.
And I love what it's elaborating on what it's not even story time. I'm just elaborating. I ain't gonna no story time because y'all. My slogan for this channel is real talk from a point blank perspective. I don't care what I'm doing an interview or not. I'm real on this channel. I'm real on all my channel, but I'm super real on this channel. They expect Black people to be not educated on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say ignorant, dumb, not educated. They expect that. And they think they could tell us whatever they want to tell us, and we're going to follow. I didn't even know you could do this. I didn't know this could happen, but it happened to me. If you ever been fired by your doctor, put a 2 in the chat. I was fired by my doctor, and I'm like, what? How you fired me? I'm the patient.
I ain't never heard of that.
Do you know why she fired me? And at the time, my ex said, and my ex was a nurse. She was like, yeah. And then you get a certified letter and all this other stuff. Like, they literally fire you like a job. Wow. And I'm like, a dude says, like, man, what is this from the IRS? Because videos like, you can take it back inside of that. But no, it's from a doctor. Wow. Do you know why I was fired, Kaya? Because I asked too many questions. They don't want us to ask nothing. They want us to say yes. And then go see. Next time any of y'all out there go have a doctor's appointment. And now I'm gonna have to put it because my battery is starting to flash. But go next time you have a doctor's appointment. If you look at the look on their faces when you say, "Can you repeat that again?" I didn't quite get all that because you just threw these big old words, 17-letter words. And can you talk to me like I'm not a doctor? Because I'm not. I didn't go to med school. Yes, I have a degree, but I didn't go. Can you talk to me like in layman's terms? Look at the look on their face. They're going to roll their eyes because they don't expect us to say elaborate. They expect us to say, okay, because and if you like me anyway, we're always in a hurry to get out of there. And go on.
I be asking questions.
Stop it. They don't want us to ask no questions. Kyle, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna have to put you on the screen by yourself because it's gonna black me out anyway. Now, okay. You recently had C19. And I'm gonna get away from. Matter of fact, I don't even want to ask you that. I'm gonna come back to that. You currently live in Birmingham. Where is there a city you would like to visit that you've never been to? And if so, where is that?
That I'd like to visit?
Yeah, just a city you've never been to.
I'm trying to think where I've never been to. You know what? I've never been to Texas besides flying in. I would love to go to Houston or Dallas just to see what it's about. I've been to Chicago, but I want to go back. I've been to New York. I want to go back. DC, I've been there. I need to go back. But I say that I've never been to would be Houston or Dallas because I just want to see what it's about. Everybody hyping it up and saying that those are like the good cities. And if you're talking about just United States, but if you're talking about globally, I want to go to London, England, so I can do a royal tour. That's one of my dreams, to do a royal tour. But I don't think, I'm trying to think anywhere else that I want to go to in the United. Oh, I never been to Hawaii. I definitely want to go to Hawaii, any of the islands. I'm just rambling about.
No, you did a great job. You gave me time to do this here like I was in NASCAR or something to change out the battery. Now, I take.
You said yes, come back and visit Chicago. She live in Chicago.
Who does?
I need to. Life with V. She live in Chicago. It's down at the bottom.
Speaking of Life with V, I got to shout out some of these comments. Now, I'll tell you, Dallas is cool. I live in Dallas. I live in Mansfield, Arlington, Mansfield. I'm halfway between Dallas and Fort Worth. And I can tell you right now, it's beautiful. It's so spread out, y'all. It's like my brother. I moved here because of my brother. Where he lived and where I live, we're still considered in the Metroplex, Dallas, Fort Worth. It took me an hour to get to his house, and I'm still considered in Dallas, Fort Worth.
Wow.
Today, I don't know what it is right now. I'll check when you start talking again. Yesterday was 110 degrees. Today it's 109. It's hot. It's hot, and it's some bipolar weather. I'm going to shout out a couple of people real quick. Life with V, which is a blessing to have Life with V in here. Say, hey, Kai and PBT. I didn't even know. Man, sometimes you want people to know who you are. You don't think they do it, did they do? This just made my day right here. I should take a screenshot, but I ain't gonna hold this young lady up. I'm gonna go back and watch the replay and take a screenshot of that just for my own. Right here, I love this here. Sipping with me to answer all the heavy hitters in here tonight. There's a lot of content creators in here. I want to thank each and every one of them for tuning in, supporting myself, supporting Kaya. We got Beta Brad said, good evening, everyone in the chat. I'm not going to read all the good evenings and all that, but it was a couple of things that I did. I like this here, and I wrote it down. Y'all, I do a lot of note taking, and Life with V said it, Edna said it, Kaya said it. They typed it, but the three travelers said it, so your boy wrote it down. And don't look at everything, but y'all see, where is it at? Right here, the last thing I wrote right here. Don't look, just book. And on the screen, it says, Boulder, Edna, from Sipping with Me. Don't look, just book. That's going to be my new motto. Because when you look, you talk yourself out of it.
How close are you to Galveston? Is that at the bottom?
Ooh, like 4.5 hours. Galveston's near Houston.
Oh, it's near Houston. Okay. That's a cruise port down there. Look at me trying to get you on the cruise.
I mean, I need to go. I got to go. I'm going. But I didn't like Galveston though. I'm gonna show y'all this house I rented a couple years ago for 5 days. Y'all ain't never seen it. Like it was my ex's mother's 70th birthday. Mm-hmm. We rented this house. It was 50 people in one house, and it was still too much room.
Wow.
It was been with an elevator in the house. It was crazy, but we ain't talking about that right now. We'll talk about how that all went down later. Young lady, do you know Young Lady?
Yes, she literally is one of my she one of the JKTV fam. I'm trying to get myself initials.
No, that's good. You make I always said when you get initials.
She's very concerned for me and like my because she's like, you always so tired. But yeah,
you did say that in a lot of interviews, but I think it's good that you. Now, what hurt my heart today is you were on a cruise, a couple of different cruises, or maybe in the same one, but each day you was like, y'all, I'm tired, and I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you my exact word. I was like, poor baby.
I'm chronically tired, but I just keep moving, especially when I'm on a trip. I'm like, I done paid too much money for this tiredness to get me.
I have to read this here. Young lady says, I love the interview. Yes, Miss Kaya is inspirational, and I admire her parental support she gives to her children. Y'all go check her out, man. I can't even describe the relationship she has with her children. It's phenomenal. And I was going to ask, that's one of the questions. What is it like to have your children in your videos or your live stream? What is that like to you? Does it help?
I try to make them be in my videos more often, but sometimes they be over me. But and then the crazy thing is, like, my son, I don't want to be in the video, but then he take over the video.
He did that in your last live. He kept saying, but then he was there, but you let him take over. And I think it's good because a lot of times, the reason I ask that question is our kids start turning 16 and 17. I did it to my mom. Mm-hmm. And had to worry about my dad because he was in the street chasing all the other women. But when they get 14, 15, they ain't got time for us adults. Mm-hmm. They ain't got time for the parents. So I think that's great. That thank goodness he's trying to take over your life. Because there's a lot of kids his age don't want nothing to do with the life.
Yeah, I got a video that's premiering on Friday. And he did a takeover. I ordered him, I let him order some clothes off Shein. And he did a haul, showing all his clothes that he ordered.
What is Shein? Because that's one of the questions I forgot to put on. But what is that? Because I keep seeing
it's a clothing. It's like an online clothing store.
Thank goodness, because
like a dang, what's the name of that other one?
I'm about to crack you up, Kyle. I thought it was like GRW.
The other clothing store that everybody. Never mind. She don't know. Fashion Nova. You ever heard of Fashion Nova?
Yeah.
Okay, so Shein is like that, but to me, it's better because they're gonna ship you your stuff on time, and the stuff is cheap. I got so much stuff from them; it's crazy.
Can I share a secret with all y'all that's watching? Because I ain't too proud. I'm like the tip. I ain't too proud to beg, but I ain't too proud to admit when I'm wrong. I can't even believe I'm about to tell y'all this. So I didn't know what GRWM was. So I thought Shein was an acronym. I'm over here. SHEIN. That's
I had to think about what, and I said GRWM.
Yeah, to get ready with me. I was over here like,
Marcus on the
what
go.
is no, I didn't watch. Cause when I got to your stuff, I did that with I think Mia Chanel or something. I'm like, man, what's GRWM? I'm still trying to figure out AMSR. I'm like, and I know I could Google it, but that's too easy. I want to figure it out. And I figured the best way. And I didn't get to those Sheen videos because you had y'all, she got so much great
I
content.
got so much
I
content.
did not even get through. Now I got all these questions, and I didn't even watch 20% of her videos.
Yeah.
That's how much content she has over there. And I didn't know she had been in the game for 3 months. I mean, 3 years, 3 months. I'm tripping. 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a question, and we're getting off the health part. We're getting on some of this good fun stuff now.
Okay.
If you could live anywhere other than Alabama, where would it be?
When I said when my kids graduate, I got 4 more years because my son going ninth grade this year. I want to move to Orlando because I want to be close to a cruise port, close to a beach, and close to Disney. Three things that I love. This sound real crazy. One of my sisters don't agree because she don't like the state of Florida because she don't like their government. But I want to be close to the action. I love Florida. When I go there, I feel so free. I feel like okay, I can be at a beach. I can be at a cruise. I can, like, and then they get all these good rates and stuff because you're a Florida resident. You get good rates on Disney. Well, ain't no good rates on Disney, but you get cheaper rates on Disney because you're a Florida. Like I want to be in Florida. That is my long term goal to move to Florida, and I say it all the time because I'm speaking into existence to
And
happen.
that's all you have to do, because if I'm a firm believer, if you believe it, you can achieve it. Now I had to ask you a question. You like Disney? Because I went to Disney in 2018, not Disney World. I've never been there, and I don't know if I'm going either. Because I went to Disneyland in California, and my daughter, who goes 4, 5, 6 times a year, she loves it ever since she was a kid. I went out there for my grandson's 2-year birthday.
Hmm.
Once they got me behind those gates and I walked through the turnstile, I felt like I was stuck. I mean, it was fun, y'all. I had fun. I ain't gonna, hey, it's a big parade or whatever they did with the little parade down Main Street. I did more walking. The only time I did walk, I walked one more time in my life more than I walked that day, and that's when I was in New York. But come 5:30, my daughter said, "Okay, we're leaving now." I was so excited, like, thank God, I'm finally getting out of here. Thank God. We went across the street of all the places next to Disney. We went to Denny's. Ain't nothing wrong with Denny's. I was just so happy. We could have ate at the hot dog stand. I didn't care.
I like Denny's. They got some good pot roast.
Oh, you know what I liked about it was the prices, because I paid for everybody's bill and it was very reasonable. So I said, okay. And then I asked the magical question. No pun intended, because we're talking about Disneyland. I asked the magical question. What are we doing next? The answer that I heard, Kaya, blew my mind. My daughter said, Dad, what do you mean? What are we doing next? We're going back to Disneyland. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Are
I've
you
never been
serious?
to Disneyland, but I've been to Disney World. I actually got a vlog about this.
Yeah, I didn't get to that one.
You
I
didn't
didn't
get
get to that one. But I heard Disney World is better than Disneyland. That's what I heard. So,
I heard that too because Disneyland is almost like um what's you concentrated version of Disney World. Disney World is bigger and they have
well,
more parks.
if Disneyland is concentrated, I can't, because we didn't see all of I don't never want to go back. I don't want to go back again ever in my life, ever. I don't never want to go back.
I
Ever.
love what and it's just because of the person I am, but I love Disney. And Disney is very expensive. I want to go on a Disney cruise. I'm still trying to look into that to try to get that going before my daughter turn 18 so she can go to that kids club. But I just like the magic of Disney. And me and my daughter, we love Disney movies. We sing all songs and stuff like that. And then more so, we like Hollywood Studios because it's more. They have better like Disney World is more accommodating to everybody. So you can have a baby and go on just about majority of the rides that they got because it's more for anybody. But you go to Hollywood Studios, it's more of a theme park because there's some rides there that I would not get on. I got on one ride called Tower of Terror, which just drops you down real fast, and regretted that I ever did that and set out the next one. My daughter and my son talked about me so bad, but I didn't care 'Cause I don't ride
Man, I
roller.
don't care if they talk about me. You know, your favorite couple went live today on Instagram and they rode a roller coaster on this ship. And I'm like, dude, I wouldn't even ride a roller coaster on the ground. Let's know one over the water. Uh,
Yeah.
I ain't
Look,
no way.
I wasn't finna ride. I didn't ride the roller coaster on the ship neither because I wasn't doing it. I am one of them people that when you go to the theme park with the roller coasters, I call myself the bag holder. I'm the number one bag. I hold all the bags while y'all get on the ride.
I hold the bags, the kids. I go get the peanuts. I do whatever y'all want me to do other than get
I
on
ain't
that
finna
coaster.
get on that ride.
No,
I ain't finna
I,
get on
I
that
don't care. Whatever. I go over there and pet the monkeys or whatever. I don't care what. I'm not going on no roller coaster. Hey, we do. And I just noticed while we were just talking about her, my daughters are here. Miss Drika in here. Hey, everyone.
ride.
Hey, sweetheart. Thank you for tuning in. I sent her the link while Kaya and I was backstage talking. Her and I have a show on this channel, the Rod and Drika Show, and man, and then she surprised me. I ain't gonna even say it. I'm just saying she surprised. She surprised me with the Rod and Drika Show. She surprised me. Stay tuned for something. Give it us a couple months. But man, it's always a pleasure to see. And I can tell you, you know, as I was reading, you know, watching your videos, and I'm looking at, excuse me, how my daughter and I have been bonding. It's just amazing. That parent-child relationship is amazing. Now, my next question is you treated yourself to something for Valentine's Day, and I thought this was cool. It was not your ordinary gift, ladies and gentlemen. She didn't go get no diamonds and pearls like Prince be talking about. She didn't go get no flowers and chocolates. She treated herself to something. And I'm just gonna call a spade because I am Real Talk with Rod on this channel. I'm Real Talk with Rod on any channel. She treated herself to something that black people don't think about. Not all, I mean, a bunch of them do because they out here doing it. But
I'm confused. I can't even remember what I did.
Kaya, boy, Kaya, I should have called you now. Okay, I'm gonna give you a hint. I'm gonna give you a hint. This, I'm sure Life with V got one, Edna got one, I have one, Meet and I think I want to know your favorite couple got one, and you need this to travel abroad.
Oh, when I got my passport.
You got your passport. What made you, of all things, go get a passport for Valentine's Day?
First off, I should have did it a long time ago. Then we gonna say that it should have been done a long time ago. But I was telling you about me and my sisters. We go on the girls trip every year. Matter of fact, 13 of us had went on to Mexico, and when we talked about the trip, we was like, we want to, go somewhere, and everybody didn't have their passport. I wasn't the only one, and we were like, you know what? We finna be grown ladies, and we gonna do what we got to do. Everybody gonna get their passport before June, and that's what we did. And time, like I was like, you know what? And we actually started talking about this at the end of January and planning this trip. And I was like, well, let me go ahead and get my passport. And I got the passport before I even booked the trip because I was like, I'm finna get this passport. I got to do what I got to do because I need to be able to travel and go places and get my stamps and do stuff. Because even though like I've been out the country, but it's been on a cruise, and because you don't have to have a passport to go out the country on a cruise.
You
Um,
don't?
no, you just have to have your birth certificate. As long as your cruise is going and ending back in the United States, you can just have a birth certificate. They can take you everywhere.
Well, I have a passport, and y'all, this is what I call RL, and I ain't talking about that dude with the singing group. It's called Rod's Look. I procrastinated. I remember I said I waited all this time because I was in the military. I didn't need a passport. My military ID was my passport. Well, they kind of changed that, and I finally got a passport. Guess what happened when Rod decided to get his passport?
What?
The pandemic.
Oh yeah.
I ain't been nowhere, and that 10-year clock just clowning. And I'm like, I'm about to go buy me a stamp off Amazon, stamp my own passport. I ain't been nowhere, but
Yeah, it's opening up now.
yeah, I'm still paranoid though. But I would love for my daughter and I. I really don't want to go nowhere in the state. I mean, I do want to do that too, but I would love to take my daughter, Drika, to like the Caribbean and just kick it, and we just forget about everything, forget about everybody, and her and I just have some bonding time and just lay on a beach and have cocktails and eat and try, go around. That's
I say the safest thing if you worried about, the big C, it would be a cruise because let's just take for instance Carnival. In order to go, 90% of the people had to be vaccinated, and they only take exceptions like if it's a medical necessity or something that you can't get a vaccination. And then before you go, you have to get a COVID test 2 days before you go, and so you have to be negative before you get, before you go. So honestly, those are the safest trips. When I went to Mexico, like just flew there, I did not feel as safe as I did when I went on the cruise. Because when we went on the cruise, I knew that everybody that was on that ship had to have a test before they got there. So yeah, so
Okay.
that's the safest thing. And you go to the Caribbean. But for you, because you've never been, I would suggest that you go on a shorter one first to see if how you feel about it.
But
So
see, I heard that the shorter ones ain't good.
you
I heard the shorter ones aren't as fun. And I'm gonna tell you, I ain't been on a cruise, but I was in the Navy. Do you know? Okay,
Oh,
y'all.
you in the Navy? Never mind. You don't need to do that.
What exactly? What's the longest you've been on a ship, Kaya?
What, 7 days?
7-day cruise. I think Edna did a 14-day cruise. Do you know how long I've been out to sea at once?
And
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell all y'all. And it wasn't no roller coasters, and it wasn't no bar crawls, and it wasn't no all you can eat, and it wasn't no bars and no casinos and the kings and queens and none of that. 45 days is the longest I've been at sea at once.
I probably would go crazy, especially.
Oh yeah, you want to go crazy. You also want to choke a couple people too, because they just be getting on your nerve. I mean, even your best homie, you just tired of seeing them, and the only place you find refuge in the Navy was in your rack. and I mean, it ain't that big. I mean, you could only roll over so many different ways. But so I want to show this here. My daughter said, "Hey, Queen, involved with Edna." Meet and I said, Kai has a beautiful spirit. #home team. Y'all, this really is why I reached out to her to ask her to do an interview. Same with Edna's world. It's like you watch these people and you can kind of see who's real and you can see who's full of that ish. I'm just going to be real with y'all. One video, one live stream, man. And in the night, as it's happened with everybody else, I have a whole different respect level. I already had this. My respect level for Kai was up here. Now I can't even reach that high unless I stand up. It's way up there. And y'all, this is beautiful. I was like that. I haven't had Pepsi since June 27. I'm just going to read through some of these comments. Now, young lady said now she have a more understanding of why you're tired, your high white blood count. And y'all, you want to learn about Kaya? I'm just going to be real with you. Do what I did. Go over there and watch a video and support the young lady. And then if you like what you see, now I'll tell you what I did. Well, one thing I realized, I have 4 channels that I'm active on, and one YouTube, the Points Blank Network has a YouTube channel, but I don't do any publishing over there. Mm-hmm. I have 5 YouTube channels that I can subscribe to anybody on YouTube with. And I was on, and she'll probably see, I 1 minute I'm logged on the Points Blank Travel. I'm like, okay, I ain't subscribed. I was already subscribed there. Then I go to the Points Blank Travel. So I ain't even subscribed here. I clicked that. It was one click, man. But y'all go over there and check out. Support this young lady. She is amazing. Jeffrey's Angel, thank you, sis, for coming in here. My fam up in here. Another cruiser, man. I got all the cruise. Y'all, I don't know who's next, but I got all the cruisers. I got the heavy. The for real crew. They're heavy hitters on YouTube, but then they heavy hitter in the cruiser world. Do y'all know how good it is to network? I ain't never been on a real cruise. I've been on a Navy cruises. That don't count. But I got Edna I can reach out to. I got Kaya I can reach out to. I got Jeffrey's Angel I can reach out to. Hopefully life with V gonna be over here, and even if she don't come over, I can reach out to her. I got Meet and I got your favorite couple. I'm a big boy, yeah. What Rod at? He went live in about 6 days. Rod on the cruise.
Rod gonna be on the ship. You better get your internet plan. You can go live on the ship.
Oh man, y'all ain't here. No, you don't understand.
I go live every sail away. Every sail away, I go live.
Yeah, I see y'all doing that. I've been watching y'all, man. I mean, sometimes people watch you and you kicking and they be envious. I be watching y'all kicking. I just get excited. Notice those 2 words start with the letter E, but there's a huge difference between envious and excited. I mean, Edna, I ain't even seen the bar crawl. Now I gotta go over here and find. I'm sure she got a bar crawl video. I'm gonna find it because I can't wait. I don't care how bad it is. I want to get smack dab in the middle of it because it seems so fun. All right, so I got a next question, man. I got to get back because I had it, but I lost it here. Yeah, that's the question I got. I watched a video and I think it was kind of short, but you changed all these clothes. You had, you had formal night this night and formal night over here, and then how in the world do y'all pack
This one was
clothes?
from the cruise or from my trip?
No, this was a cruise. This was
more than one.
incredible. You had on, I'm gonna tell you, you had on a tan and white something, then you had the wraparound pants, then you had a black dress. See, I paid attention. I ain't writing on that down.
I do those type of videos for people who want to know what they need to wear. Well, that's what I do. But so
I'm a student.
You're a student. Okay, on a cruise, my suggestion for anybody is, and this is if you're a person who, like me, I like to look my best and do my best while I'm on the trip. And I have a day outfit. I gotta have a some sort of swimsuit or bathing suit, and then I have a going to dinner because I eat at the buffet for lunch, but I eat in the dining room. Like the dining room is like sitting because you've never been. It's like being in a nice fancy restaurant, and maybe you might go to like a one of the pay restaurants, but it's like a nice fancy restaurant, and they have formal night and stuff like that. But I dress every night in a nice dress, a nice whatever pantsuit, something every night, and then every day I have some sort of like day outfit. And for me, just for me, I have a swimsuit. I have a swimsuit for every day.
Well, I ain't got to worry about that because I don't like the pool.
You don't have to do that. But at least as long as you have a swimsuit, a day outfit, and an evening outfit, you're good. You're good.
I didn't want you to stop talking. So I got a question because I ain't worried about. I'm worried about how big is this suitcase because I'm like, how they doing?
You didn't see? I packed my last trip in a carry-on. I know how.
I saw that, but I didn't watch it. I saw that, but I was like,
I know how to stuff it. Okay, and on that trip, I literally had 5,999 pairs of clothes because I know how to stuff it. The stuff in there. I wear my tennis shoes on the plane. That's big and bulky, so that's something that's out the way. If I got heels, I'm gonna figure out how to I'm only gonna bring one pair of heels because I know that if I pack more than one, it's gonna take up too much space. And then I always bring a jacket because on ships it's cold. So I bring a jacket so that I'm not cold, but I wear that jacket, I take that to the airport. So the big bulky stuff gonna be on my body and the other stuff gonna be in the suitcase. I can pack a lot, and I can pack a little.
You might be taking a trip to Dallas before I go on this meeting I cruise. Your boy, and I can't. I will come to Alabama, but what I'm gonna do? Take a like ship all my stuff because I'm like. I listen to meeting. I'm like, okay, they got the white night, the black night, the bourbon night. I mean, the brims of bourbon. Now, then I'm trying to figure out how am I gonna rock one of my brims without getting crushed unless I'm gonna wear it
on the plane.
Yeah, I won't put my shoes in those suitcases. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I will not. Now, some of my dress shoes, they be in little cloth things. I don't have one near me because your shoes, they done been all over the place. So I usually carry my shoes. I wear especially dress shoes. I wear one pair that y'all gonna think I'm crazy.
Bring me a Shein bag. I'm gonna show you.
I wear one bag. I wear one pair of dress shoes when I travel, no matter where I'm going. And then I have another one in a carry-on bag, one of them paper bags like from Nordstrom's or something. And if I do put any pair of shoes in my luggage, and then we're gonna have a problem, Houston. They're going to be brand new. They're going to be new and never been on the ground. And I'm going to put them in the suitcase. And then when I come back, I'm going to probably wrap them in a plastic garbage bag. So I don't know. I mean, I'm serious. Because I'm meticulous like that. I don't want shoes that I walked into the restroom and to these places and then put them in there with my clothes because there's so much bacteria there. But now I do have.
I'm going to show you this. Okay. So the clothes that I be getting from.
I'm going to be right.
I get these little bags come with it, and they like little plastic bags. If it's shoes that's dirty and stuff, I put them in these bags, and that's the cheap. This is the cheap person in me because Ella had a video where she was showing all her those little dang, I can't think of the name of those bags. Those cubes that people use. These are my cubes. These are Sheen bags because they plastic. And like they waterproof and stuff. So if I got shoes that I'm gonna put in my suitcase, they going in a bag. Everything in my suitcase goes in bags.
See,
So
that's so smart. That's why I'm about to roll with these ladies, man. They know what they doing. I'm for real. And not just the ladies, Elwar and Shelton, they know what they doing too now. It ain't just the ladies. And Jeffrey probably know what he doing, but I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feeling. I think Key, Meat, Kaya, Edna, Life with V, and Angel, I think they know more than that one. So this is who I'm gonna talk to first, and then I'll go talk to the homies.
I'm not co-signing. I ain't gonna get in on that.
No, they ain't gonna know what I'm letting them know right now. I'm gonna be talking to y'all. They don't co-sign. I'm going to the experts. Now, I do want to ask this question because I wrote it down. I've heard you refer to Edna as your big sister. You even said it tonight. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of people in these YouTube streets that have respect for Edna. And I found out not just Edna, but right now I'm gonna focus on Edna, but Life with V, Jeffrey's Angel. So a lot of people, even just Kaya's, people that have respect for all these women. But I'm gonna focus on Edna because you called her your big sister. What's your relationship like with Edna? I'm just curious. What is it like?
Well, I mean, I started following her on YouTube a couple years ago. She had got stuck on a 2-day cruise for about 10 days. She was on that cruise forever, and me and my daughter watched that because it was a storm and they couldn't get off the ship. It was crazy anyway. And I started following her, and like I said, I'm not shy to talk to, but I'm shy to like get in the comments. It took me a couple of months, and I started getting the comments, and she started coming in back. And then when her husband was going through whatever he was going through, I sent her a card in the mail and stuff. And I just felt really connected with her because she's real. She is real. And so when she had the opportunity and started her momcation, I was like, I got to go because I got to meet Edna. Like, she is real. And the same way that she is on, her videos, it's the same way she is in person. Plus, she's giving me so much advice as far as like YouTube and stuff like that and things that I need to do. Like, I kind of, like I said before, I've gotten discouraged sometimes because it took me a while to get to like those 1,000 subs and get monetized. But she basically, and what I thought in my brain, okay, I want genuine people. I want people who like me and want to know who I am, and not people who just subscribe to me just because I subscribe to them, like that, because you don't get no views that way. And so every time I would get like a milestone, she'd be like, you're doing good. You slowly but surely, but you're doing good. And now if I text her, she texts me back, like I can call her, whatever. That's the relationship we got. And that's how I feel like she's my sister because she is older than me and she gives me a lot of knowledge and wisdom, especially in these YouTube streets, because she's been there, done
that. One thing I like about Edna is she is real. She but I've never, I may have told her this when I interviewed. I don't remember if I did or didn't, but I'm gonna tell it to the world right now. I love her voice. It's just her. She has such a distinctive voice, and I love it. I can hear Edna and be asleep, and my eyes closed, and I know it's Edna. I mean, I just love, and I don't know if I ever shared that. Now I'm over here blushing and stuff. I just love her voice. Mm-hmm. But I always wondered that, and it's so good when we have influential, like you said. Right now, you can call her. So at one point, it was a time where you just watched on YouTube, correct? Mm-hmm. That person you watched on YouTube, now she can call her and get advice from. That's the power of this community, ladies and gentlemen. Mm-hmm. And it's people like Edna with 10,000 subscribers. I have what? I can't believe I'm bringing this back up. I have 3,500 and something subscribers on PBT. But at the end of the day, I tell people all the time, I'm just a regular dude. I'm just a regular guy, man. I'm a regular person. So now I'm going to get a little bit, I'm going to flip back over a little bit because I got to get all these questions in. We're almost done too. If there was one thing in your life that you could change, what would that be? And it may not be nothing. It may not be nothing. Oh, I got some tough questions. I ain't got that many, but
If there was one thing that I could change, it'd be my credit score.
are you serious? Well, I got a solution for you.
Listen, I'm working on mine. I've been working on it for a while because I'm trying to buy a house. But my other sister, Angel, gave me a lot of, and that's another real one right there. I call her and talk on the phone, and we chit chat like we best friends. But she gave me a lot of good, good helpful stuff that to help me buy a house. But that right now, that's what I would say. And as well, my fear of like driving. I do not like to. I would drive places, but I don't like to because I just don't like. I don't like being in a car. I don't like passing by big trucks and stuff like that. I go anywhere. I'd be on a plane, but I just do not like being in a car, and especially when somebody else driving too.
So you got this car with this purple rug around the steering wheel. You know I was gonna and you don't like driving.
No.
It looks so comfortable. See, y'all, you never know what. Now, if you watch a lot of her videos, she's in the car. I thought she loved driving. I thought she loved it, and you never know what you're gonna learn on the points.
I drive because I have to.
Man, I'm sick. I would have never get. You never know what you're going to learn here. I mean, this is more than a YouTube channel. This is experience, and we're going to learn about different people. You're going to learn things about me. Did nobody know I was in the hospital for 4 days with the wrong diagnosis? I may have shared that once or twice, but you just said something. The one thing you would change is your credit score. You don't ever have to, and I know you do. I know you do. You don't have to attend a live stream on Points Money Travel, which I know you do. You don't have to watch a video. You now have my personal number.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any question, Kaya, I don't care if you have 4 questions in one day. You call me or text me 4 times.
Okay.
We together, I'm not the magic man, and we're together. We're gonna get your credit score where it need to be. My initial channel, Points Money Travel, is all about credit cards, points, miles, and how to travel around the world for little or no money out of your pocket. So you right now. This is magical. We back at Disney World again. This is magical. You have any question about credit, you ain't got to go over here and call Credit Karma. You ain't got to go over here and sign up for no credit repair company. You call your boy. Matter of fact, I got a connection if we need to take that route. And I guarantee you right now, if we need to take that route, and I'm putting this on everything, if we need to take that route. He was on a PBT live stream a few months ago. He just recently started a credit repair company. He said, any of my subscribers that need help, obviously it's only going to be so many limited space, he will perform their services for free. Wow. 99. So wow. I got you, sis, for you taking the time out of your day to come on this channel. You have my number. Anything you need, I got you. Now that we got all that love and everything out the way.
Oh, listen, I wanted to tell you something.
Tell me something.
my tickets, my flight tickets for me and my kids to Orlando are round trip tickets. I only paid out my pocket $8 and some change.
Hold up. Let me make sure the screws on my chair is tight so I don't fall out the chair again. How? So you had to be paying attention to Points Money Travel somewhere.
It's called points, and I'm with you with the points. $8. Yeah, because okay, so the flight going there, we had $100 worth of credits, and we had about a piece. We had about $170 worth of credits because I'm one of them people that's gonna call up until we leaving, the day before we leaving, to see if the flight went down and get my money. And the first flight was paid with $100 in credits, and then the second flight was paid with points because I signed myself and my kids up for Southwest to get all their points because I believe in the point system. That's why you be talking about your stuff. I'm like, yes, I'm here for it because I believe in the point system. And it was my kids' first time ever being able to get stuff with their points. This might be my 3rd or 4th flight on points. And then we had enough credits to pay for those taxes because you got to pay for the taxes. So we had enough flight credits to pay for the tax. So I didn't have to come out my pocket at all.
Matter of fact, wow. This ain't Points Money Travel, but I tell you, you just made my day. This is not PBT. You just made my day. My last 5 trips, I paid $7 for 5 trips.
Mm.
If I'm blessed enough to go to Orlando, I've already picked out the hotel. I've already checked on the flight. If I'm blessed enough to fly to Orlando, I'm gonna fly first class for free. I'm gonna be
Mm.
there a couple of days,
Oof.
and I'm not gonna disclose the hotel just yet. But let's just say I'm looking at two. I'm looking at the one your favorite couple stayed in, and I'm also looking at a different one. The only thing I got to worry about is food and everything. So y'all, please check out Points Blank Travel. This is not a, but to hear Kaya say that, she just made my day. And she started out by saying, "Hey, it's something I want to tell you," because she know how important. A lot of times,
I knew that you would like that.
oh, you don't? No, I don't like it. You look. I was gonna take myself out of the screen and get over here and hug this globe. I was gonna be sitting and do it here. Yeah.
You know those coupon shows, and they come up there and they be ringing their stuff up, and then they get them the coupon like do 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 do. That's how I felt on that phone with that man, and I was like, yes, yes.
You feel good because, and I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
y'all, man, they're not telling us. I'm gonna let y'all decipher that because I have a broad audience, a broad following, a broad subscriber. They're not telling us how to do this. And I'm just here to spread the knowledge as much as I can. But anyway, hey, there's something right now, and I like this comment. And there's some comments I need to go back up and hit real quick. Embry Family Entertaining 7, and this is Janetta. There is TJ and Janetta, but I know this is Janetta, says, "Thanks to you, PBT. I just connected to Kaya. Y'all, this is why I do it. I don't do it for the fame and all that. I do it from the heart. I tell people one of the things I don't sell here because I'm not as on live. I go live twice a week on Points Blank Travel. I don't do it for the cloud. I do it from the heart. And this is a prime example. I reached out to Kaya and I've reached out to other people because of their heart, because of their spirit, and because of how genuine I see it. At least I feel like they are from my watching them and stuff. And because of let's get this straight. This ain't nothing. This ain't right. Let's really get this straight. Because of Kaya's genuineness in her spirit, I reached out to her to ask her to do an interview. She accepted. She came on the channel. Embry Family, they've done a lot for me, man. And when my father was going through what he went through, TJ called me. He came up on the live. He sang. He motivated. He inspired me. This ain't Rod. It's just the people are I'm seeing something. They agree. And the next thing I know, these two are connected. I ain't gonna. I got to get out there because I'll be dwelling on that for 2 years. But hey, I'm glad that happened. I'm trying to get through some of these comments. I'm gonna make sure. I think it was a couple I had highlighted real quick. And Kyle, I'm gonna hit you up with your next question. I like this here. 𝗖𝗧 said, really good message. It sucked, but we as patients have to do so much research and advocate for ourselves. And that's true. And sometimes we feel that, especially when you see those big old words, it's kind of like when you go to, I don't understand. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't understand why when you go to court, I don't care what color you are. You go to court and they read all these big old words. You don't have no clue what they talking about. Just tell me what the fine is. Am I going to jail or am I going home? All these little big old words, I don't care about all that. You know, the same with the hospital. In 2009, I was
for everything.
You would have been through your stuff, but in 2009, Kaya, I was diagnosed with I'm gonna tell you exactly how they told me, and then I wish they wouldn't have told me, but I asked. I was diagnosed with multiple bilateral pulmonary embolisms.
Wow.
In the lungs. So I looked at this doctor. I said, "Okay, bro, I'm glad you put that out there, but can you tell me what that really means?" "Oh yeah, you have blood clots in both of your lungs, and if you move the wrong way, you could die."
Mm.
Can you go back and tell me what you said at first? Because it didn't sound as bad.
For real.
So, and I see, do what is best for your body. I went through it. I understand, and I'm gonna get through it. And Kyle, I only have a couple more questions. We've been on here a while. I got a few more, and I may not answer that question. I want to, but I feel like this is going so well. I may not even ask that. Yeah, I do want to ask this question. And I am going to put you up here by yourself as much as I see you don't like it. You went on a cruise. I'm going to ask you a question because they told me not to. I'm going to do it just despite Shelton. I'm going to do it. Out of all the cruises you've been on, what's your favorite cruise ship you've been on? Just despite him.
It's the spider.
Yep.
It's the Mardi Gras.
I already knew the answer, but
Yeah.
Shelly, you hear that if you watch it? If you ain't watched the replay, the Mardi Gras. He said, I know the answer, Ron. Don't ask it. Okay, if you know it, maybe everybody else knows. Now, really, so they're currently you and I were talking about what was cruising on the Mardi Gras like? Look, what was it like? Because it looked like phenomenal.
It was amazing because all of Carnival ships are pretty much kind of the same. And I
Uh-huh.
had never been on one of their bigger ships, and this is the biggest one they got. And it was just so big and beautiful, and I had to like learn it. It almost made me feel like I was a brand new cruiser again because it was just huge. And they have so many different food options is one of the reasons why I love it so much is I can eat I can just be like, okay, maybe I don't want to eat in the dining room. And they got like two, three, four, five more other options that I can do. It was just amazing, and that was my first 7 day. And all I want to do is 7 days, even though I got this short cruise. But this short cruise gonna be amazing because it's the group cruise. You look, you can take me back off.
That you don't like being up here by yourself, huh?
I
So
can't hear you talking. Once it go
you,
out, I can't hear you
you
talking. No,
should be able to. Everybody else can. You should be able to. I don't know. I have to look into that.
yeah.
So I watched the video. You did a mukbang on the ship. I don't think I've seen nobody do that. You did a mukbang and you didn't like turkey bacon. You didn't like that. That didn't even that looked like some ham. I don't know what that was. It looked terrible. And I'm like, man, this is crazy. All the stuff you could do on a cruise.
Yeah,
Man,
me and my kids, when we first started cruising together, we would call a smorgasbord. We would go to all these different, like all the different places for lunch and bring all the food back to the room and eat it. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do that for lunch. And I ordered room service and stuff like that. And I just sat down and ate it on camera. And I normally try to do that on every cruise where I like get some sort of food and eat it and talk on camera, which I'm probably gonna do that this time. I don't know. The turn up might be too real for me to do. We got a whole agenda on this one. We got a whole schedule.
yeah, I got a surprise for well, you might already know this. I ain't gonna say a surprise. First of all, I like this here. If I want us to just binge Kaya's content, you would not. Well, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna be binging for a long time because she got a lot of videos. But seriously, man, if you're bored, and reason I say that because you may be busy. You may be busy like Kaya, like me, like sitting with me tonight, like Etta, like everybody is.
Hmm.
Go over there and just check it out, man. If you don't want to, I don't like saying this, but I'm being real, man. If you don't like to watch, you don't want to watch the whole video. Oh, trust me, she got more episodes than the Sanford and Son, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and the Jeffersons put together. She got more videos than I mean, for real. Y'all, you ain't gonna run out of content. So it is so true. And I'm gonna get down here. Hey, now I just realized something. Embry family is close to Birmingham. They're close to you. Did you know that?
Yeah, I
Okay.
did know that.
Have you met Coco TTV? You know her?
I haven't met her. I saw her on your channel, and I'm subscribed to her too. I saw she went to the World Games, which I
Yeah.
went
And you were there too for gymnastics, right?
Yes.
I
I
did my
didn't
homework,
I,
girl.
I didn't get tickets to the opening and closing. She had the opening and closing.
I'm gonna be in Birmingham. That's on my bucket list. I don't like saying bucket list because that means I'm gonna die soon. It's on my list of places to go to. And they invited me to come over there and kick it with True and the Man Cave. So I'm gonna be in Birmingham. Plus, I know D Bryant's down there. Oh man. Okay, we're getting ready. I'm not gonna keep this young lady on here too long.
Yeah, I
Uh,
go to bed.
yeah, and
That's
so
my
if
bedtime.
y'all have questions right now, what I'm looking for, if you have a question for Kaya, put a purple heart. I'm gonna scroll down these comments. I have maybe a couple more, not even a couple, maybe one more question. And it was one question I'm gonna ask, but I like the way this is going. I'm not gonna ask that question. I already asked her before we started and got the answer, so I don't want to get into that. At the Punch Breaking Spirit, this is Winston. Trust me, losing a mom and dad is never easy. I lost mine at 21, and dad last Mother's Day. Yes, it's tough, man. But one of the things that my brother and I talked about in March, we know what was instilled in us by our parents or our guardians. And we just have to we have to carry that on. I'm not going to get deep
Mhm.
into that, but we have to carry on. We know what was put inside of us. So we just got to carry that on, man. And I want to thank this woman. And I keep saying this woman. I could say Kaya, and I'm going to get into that. I want to thank this woman, this intelligent Black woman,
Thank you.
for coming on here and even taking time out of her busy day. She did say, hey, she told me a week or so ago, I go to bed early, Rod. I was like, yeah, okay, I got you. Because I would do Coco and I last year, which I ain't never doing this again, was 5 hours, 43 minutes. We ain't doing
Oh
that.
my God.
I don't know how, but it was so much fun. It was so much to talk about. But you know, when you get to know somebody, that's easy to happen. Funny how time flies when you're having fun. I want to thank the 15 real homies that are in here tonight. Again, if you have a question for Kaya, please put it down in the comments. Make sure
I
it's
see one.
with a purple heart. Okay, let me scroll down and look for that since you see it, because I thought I was it. Man, oh my God.
You far away.
Oh, you ain't lying. I'm like in a whole nother county. I'm in a whole other state. Matter of fact, oh my God. Why it looks so small? Because I promise I would have. Y'all, I'll tell you, in the future, y'all gonna have to put if you got a coin, you got to put the purple. Cause boy, oh my goodness, this is crazy, y'all. Man, all this love in here tonight, man.
And
Y'all,
LES, they got a lot of food in Birmingham. We got good eating.
y'all, and I just like saying the purple hearts, even though they're not coins. That's the kind of the symbol I use on here. Oh my God, man. Yes, for the shoe. Man, this is beautiful, man. You know, I'm an emotional guy, and I'm not one of those dudes that's afraid to show um, emotions. I'm trying to get to the question. I'm just seeing all these purple hearts everywhere. And
I
I
can
don't, you
just
know,
read it.
yeah, read it, please. Oh, there
It's
we go.
Jeffrey's Angel. It
You
says,
can read it though. Go ahead and read it. That
what
was one of my
you dislike
questions.
and love by YouTube. Um, I'm gonna say what I dislike. I don't like the fake people. I'm
Ooh,
real, and I don't like the fake people.
ooh.
I like genuine. I don't like people who try to use you, to get what they need to get, and then they done with you. I like real. But what I do like about YouTube is really the friendships that I've gained from people who I would have never ran across if it went for YouTube. I would have never met, some people I ain't even met them, but I just would have never even known them if it went for YouTube. Just like Jeffrey and Angel, she lives in Montgomery, which is about an hour from here, about an hour and a half from here, and we probably would have never even ran past each other, even though we live in the same state. But YouTube, got us together. So that's what I like about YouTube.
So you hate the fake people and you like the connections. And I love that answer.
Hmm.
I'm looking for any more questions, and I'm gonna read a couple of these comments, man. And I probably, I ain't know all this was going on. This is
I
crazy up here.
don't see no more questions.
And then I'm gonna do my close. I'm gonna let Kaya do her closing comments. I'm gonna do mine.
I
Now I do
see
have one.
one.
You see another one?
I think. Wait a minute. Is this question? We love you and cannot. Oh, they just saying they can't wait to meet me. I can't wait to meet y'all, Nita Watson and Leo.
Who is what? Who Watson? Who they? Oh my God!
Watson and Leo, House of X.
Oh, Watson Leo. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have an explosive collaboration next month. Yes, man. Yeah, that's and that you is it you Edna and Jeffrey's Angel doing a collab?
That's House of X.
That's no, it's
Jeffrey's
next. No,
Angels and
I think
Life with Me.
it's Life with V, Jeffrey's Angel and Edna doing a collab soon. If I'm not mistaken, it may have already
No,
happened.
House of X.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. They ain't inviting me, but that's okay. I'm
Oh,
just
they ain't invite you. We gonna get
I'm
them.
just joking. I've heard I was on their channel.
They don't want you to leave, Kaya, because Jeffrey's Angel said, "What do you love most about being a parent?"
um, More so seeing through their eyes. Like seeing stuff and watching stuff that I never went through and watching it through their eyes. That's why I like Christmas. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays because I be more excited about their gifts than they be about than they be about them. But I just like watching them grow into the persons that they are and seeing life through their eyes. So that's
You know,
what
I've
I
never
love.
heard it put that way, and that's when you know you that mother's love. You know,
Mhm.
um, I'll be honest with you, and I want to say something to all the younger people, anybody, even the people older. I took my mother for granted. I took her love for granted. I thought half the stuff she was telling me, I thought she was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I lost her when I was 22 years old. She had an aneurysm.
Wow.
Listen to your moms, yeah. I mean, a lot of people, and I did I did I think it was on here, maybe I don't know which one of these channels were on, but don't look at me and say, "Oh man, PBT." I'm not cocky. I'm confident.
Mm-hmm.
I had to be confident and I'm gonna say something right now. Maybe this will have people give people a different perception of me. I'm picture this, and I'm not the worst. I ain't the worst person that something would happen to. Picture this here. You're a young man. You left Arkansas, which I have a lot of roots there. You went to California. You didn't know anybody. You lose your mom at 22, and your father's a crack addict.
Mm.
You have no choice but to become confident or
Wow.
fall prey to drugs yourself. I had no
Yeah.
choice. So what you see right now was an outer shell that I was forced to develop just to maintain when I was put in a position
Mm-hmm.
where I didn't have nobody to call. I didn't have a mother to call anymore. I didn't have a father to call anymore. I was like that bird that flies out of the nest or
Mm-hmm.
that puppy that weans off his mother. And next thing you know, they're going to a different environment. So when people see me and they say, oh man, PBT is cocky, I'm not cocky, I'm confident, but I was forced to be that way.
Yeah.
I was put in a position I had to be that way. So that's almost my closing comment, man. I tell you right now, man, I want to thank this young lady. I'm trying to make sure I got through all the, I know I ain't gonna never get through all the comments. That's impossible. And
I
it's
was
hard.
more questions, but Jeffrey's Angel said I look like a kid with kids.
You do, man. I'm telling y'all, I couldn't tell who was Michaela and who was Kaya. I'm like, okay, this is crazy. And then, I'm OG. I'm 52 years old. So when you look at on this little bitty phone, and then I'm like, okay, I'm like, I give up. I can't. And then thank goodness it was titled. It's like Kaya's 17th birthday. I'm sorry, Michaela's 17th birthday. Michaela's mom. I'm like, I can't tell who's who. You kind of close, but and then so Kaya, before we get out of here, is there anything? And I'm gonna put you on the screen. You ain't gonna hear me, and I ain't going nowhere. I don't know why. I gotta investigate this because I'm using my other software. If I switch it over, people could hear me. Let me make sure. Did I miss any other comment? I know I missed a lot of, but did I miss any other questions?
Yeah, I don't see the.
Y'all, and I know, hey, I'm looking at Elda. They have shoe bags for luggage. Also, clothes can be packed in cubes. And ladies, if Edda, you gonna be one of them cruisers I get with. I think I may have not mentioned you earlier, but I got all y'all now I can reach out to. And I'm gonna go ahead. Come on, I want to, man, but I wait now. Yeah, I can foresee this, Angel. And what Angel's talking about is me getting down to this Orlando trip, and then I already know what's gonna happen. First of all, I ain't gonna have no clothes. I ain't gonna pack for that. So then I ain't gonna tell my job I need it, but I already know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get out and I'm like, man, what is one of the favorite, at least one of the my favorite phrases, but I hear a lot of brothers and sisters say this as they get older. I wish I would have. Man, I wish I would have went on this cruise. I wish I would have planned to go on this cruise. I can't say I wish I would have known about this cruise because I do. But the intentions, I'm not going
to. I was like, let me go ahead and book. That was one of them. And the crazy thing is, my kids' first day of school is on. It's on the 9th. It's on the 9th. They're going to school on the 9th. They're gonna have a half a day on the 10th. We getting on the plane from school, and then they'll see them again on Tuesday. And I didn't even look at the dates when I booked it. Edna said groupcation, and I was there because I had so much fun on momcation. I was like, I'm going to groupcation.
Life with V, thanks so much. And I'm gonna read some of these here with the purple hearts and stuff. If you got anything, it don't have to be a question that you want to say, because I gotta respect this sister's time. She laid down the ground rules before we started. Who knows? I may want her to come back for part 2, or just to come over here and kick it with me. Great interview, guys. Thank you so much, Life with V. I want to thank each and every one of y'all. And I'm gonna say that but we answered that and making sure I don't miss nothing else. Thank you, Miss L. Louise. Thank you. Purple hearts clapping. Carly, are you calling us after Miss Mary?
Everybody who came in for me. Thank you. Because some of y'all don't even know who this man is, but y'all know him now. And thank y'all for coming in and staying and rocking with us this long. Cause I don't know if you know Miss L. Lewis, but I know she one of my people.
Etta know me, y'all. Etta, and I've never met Etta. I interviewed involved with Etta on this channel. Amazing woman. Oh man, not and you notice I like to say amazing woman, but then because I don't like to start out with amazing black woman because to me they're
Her
amazing.
voice is amazing.
It's and he's going to be emotional. She know me. Yes, if I go down, now I might need to lead a 10th, but that's what everybody go get there. Because if I lead 11, I'm gonna make sure I ain't nowhere near the port. Because I'm gonna go this way and y'all gonna go to the ship. Because she's right. If I do it, and yeah, I have FOMO. FOMO is fear of missing out. I might have to call my job and say, man, I hope y'all don't fire me. Now, y'all gonna be mad. Do they sell clothes? I'm sure gonna be wearing the same thing because I'm only packing enough stuff to come down
They
there to
sell
Orlando.
clothes, but they very expensive.
I'm not doing that. I was looking for a roommate bar for this crew. I'm telling y'all, I ain't even made it to Orlando yet. I got it, and
Look,
I didn't.
I can look up and see what if they got any discounted rates for Texas residents. Look, don't make me. All I need is your name and your birthday.
My birthday August 9th, so good
I
night.
need,
Great interview, Kaya and PBE. Thank you so much. Make sure y'all check out, and I'm gonna say that in my thing. Kaya, the floor is yours. Is there anything you have to say? I can give you the screen, or if you don't have anything else, I'm gonna do my closing
I
remarks.
really don't. I just want to thank you for having me on your channel. Thank you for considering me, having me. This was this was good. I feel like I helped some people, and I had a really good time. And I appreciate you for having me on. I just really do. If you need me to come back at any point in time, just ask me. I'm here.
I'm asking you now. We don't know when, but I want you back. I'm asking you now. I'm just letting you know. Because I feel such a connection, like I do with a lot of people. We don't have to do questions. We don't have to have a script. We just have, hey, let's talk about cruises. Let's talk about this. And I feel like we can do it. I feel a connection here. So yes, I'm telling you right now, I want you back. People always thank me when they come here and say, Rod, thank you for having me. And I always had the same response. No, thank you for taking the time out your day to come here. Um, it says a lot, I guess, for my character when people say yes, but it means a lot when people like Kaya, Edna, Etta, Coco, Big Daddy Beard, and I don't want to leave nobody out, Brown Girl Bella. It means a lot when these people take the time, Praying Couple Cooking Series, Mia Chanel, and they come here and they take time out today. And a lot of people disclose a lot of stuff that people don't know about them. I don't pick anything that they haven't talked about on their channel, but what I'm trying to do here, and these are my closing statements, what I'm trying to do here is they've already put it out on their channel, but people aren't going over there to even watch it. I'm not asking anything that's not already on their channel. And then when people come here, they're surprised to hear it, yet they've already put it out. Again, I don't do it for the cloud, ladies and gentlemen. I do it from the heart. But again, anybody that, and yeah, I can come off as cocky, but no, I'm confident, and I had to be. I was put in that position. Do me a favor, if you know anybody right now, especially if you are an adult, if you see a younger person struggling or that may need a mentor or some type of guidance, you don't have to have no degree. You don't have to have a YouTube channel. You don't even have to be considered, or you don't even have to look at yourself as an expert. Wrap your arms around that young person, that young man, that young woman that may need some guidance, that may need some mentorship. You will be surprised what type of difference you can make in their life. Again, we got to do it from the heart. Forget the clout. You can get clout over there somewhere.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, you take that young person today that may be 12, 13, 14, and you help them when they 28, they may come find you and be 7 states away from you and come find you and say, you know what, Kaya, you know what, Rod, I want to thank you for looking out for me when nobody else gave a hoot. I can't believe I ain't cursing. Kaya said, and then I don't need to be cursing anyway. I was a singer, so you never know who could use that help. Now, I want to thank everybody here. Right now, we have 16 real homies in the crib. Y'all could have been anywhere tonight, but you chose to be here with your boy Rod on the Points Blank Network. Tonight, we are on the Points Blank Experience. You was here with your girl Kaya from Just Kaya TV. Do me a favor, man. More so than worrying about subscribing to my channel, even though I want to say it anyway. Make sure y'all go check out Just Kaya TV. Tonight, you have witnessed greatness, and Rod is not the greatness. Just Kaya TV is the greatness. You witnessed greatness tonight. She is a survivor. White blood cells, diabetes. And in the words, if you ever seen that movie, Antoine Fisher, she's still standing and she's still strong. Check her out. Please do me a favor. Check out, more importantly, I'm not worried about all the other channels we're on the Points Blank Experience. Check out the other interviews I've done on here. If you like what you see, consider subscribing to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your family and friends. Share it with your cousin. Share it with your cousin's cousin. I don't care who you share with. Just share with somebody. Matter of fact, share it with the people that you don't like. Because if they're watching me, they ain't got time to be messing with you. As I end each and every live stream, shoot for the moon. If you don't make it, you'll be amongst the stars. I can guarantee you I will be coming at you soon. Dropping more heat, dropping more fire, more importantly, dropping more knowledge. And until the next time, I hope everyone have a blessed and prosperous week. Peace and blessings to everyone in here. I'm going to make sure there's no more things in here. And I'm going to get ready to get us out of here. I always close out with a song. I ain't singing. Don't y'all get excited.
I can't sing.
And I ain't singing, but I do close out with a little. And I like to play this. Here's one of my oh man, let me see. Let me go over here. And I'm moving around. Y'all, hopefully y'all can hear me because I ain't never heard that. Kaya just let me know. So the whole time I've been leaving thinking people can hear me. They ain't heard nothing. No wonder they be mad when I come back. What you mean? You left us. Oh, really? I'm sorry. Well, now I know. And I got to figure that out. I'll get with Meet and I on how to beg somebody that do the. All right, y'all. I'm going to turn this down a little bit because I am going to read these comments as I play this. We're going to get ready to get out of here. 15 real homies still in here. I want to thank y'all. Let me make sure we don't miss anything. Anybody? Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the much love, peace and blessings to everyone in here. I'll be the best above all the rest. Put me to the test. Expect nothing less, you check as I'm chest, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just hold an obsession. I'm in his possession. You appreciate all y'all, much love. Kai, if you can hang out backstage, I'm gonna get ready to get us out of here. Okay. I'm not gonna play this whole song. Much love. And I want everybody to look at what I'm gonna put on this screen. I'm gonna put the logo for the Points Blank Network with all the channels. And it's going to have a passcode. And I'm going to tell you what this passcode means. Matter of fact, let me turn this down a little bit. The passcode, anytime you go and log on something, now they send you a passcode. It's a one-time passcode. And this is a one-time passcode for success. And the passcode is 247-365. And I'm going to tell you what it means. Matter of fact, I'm not going to tell you what it means. If you figure it out, hit me up on Instagram. Let me know what you came up with. We're going to get ready to get out of here. And much love. I'm going to go ahead and put that up here. Peace, everybody. Peace, me tonight. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak mind. Think and stay soft. You can change lives. You create thoughts. Never waste time. You got one shot. You got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5. No mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. Try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way. What I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody and stained from the people who deceive. Much love, everybody. Peace. We out of here. We out of here.